Dragons Misstrem. This is episode 14. What episode we on? 14? Holy crap, we're already at 14?
You're the one that has to keep track of that.
Yeah. So, last we left off, we ended up fighting the big baddie, what was he?
Cosmic Ganassi.
Cosmic Ganassi.
Ganassi.
That's what I said. He was a Ganassi. We kicked his ass, basically. I mean, he tried to take down a couple of us, like Ildren and
He really went for Varian, but just too slow.
Yeah, Varian didn't take any damage until the battle was over, and then he tripped down the stairs, tripped all over himself. It was great.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So we are in the Underdark. Galen took off. Ildren tried to kill him, tried to stop him, and he threw out a big purple dragon that was fake. Didn't phase Ildren because he had the power of Palor behind him. And that's where we left off. So we'll take it from there. Go ahead. Legion the Links.
Hey, you guys. Most of you go to sleep in the second floor of what basically is a common house that you've come to know. Ildren goes to sleep in the temple. Eventually brought blankets by Irva. That's her name. I know my stuff. Night goes by without any incident. You guys wake up.
How was my night in the temple? Pretty okay?
Roll a wisdom check. No, you're charisma based. Roll a charisma check.
Were we told who was going to be taking over the city now that Galen's a piece of shit and ran away?
14.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's comfortable. You feel. I mean, what you're sleeping on isn't the most comfortable, but the atmosphere is comfortable and it feels good.
All right.
Did you say charisma or did you say wisdom?
Charisma.
I said wisdom, but I changed it to charisma.
Oh, okay. I stopped paying attention.
It wasn't about him. He was like, I'm
zoned out.
Tune this section out.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go meet up with the rest of the guys.
We're going to leave without him?
You head back. They do have a breakfast, a communal breakfast that they have in the first floor.
Continental breakfast, bro?
Yeah,
Nice. Take some continental breakfast.
This place you're in isn't like a lot of towns you've been in. It's more just like a society built to run for function. You know, people help out where they can.
Gotcha.
Is this person here to see him?
That's the Irvin.
She comes and says she brings over Ildren. Well, I assume you guys will be leaving today. This is Irva. Not Irvin. Irva speaking.
Yes.
I assume you guys will be leaving today, so I bid you farewell.
Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we get a chance to return and pay our respects to the temple.
I hope for that too. We could always use more travelers from the outside.
Well, I was convert as many of you dark elves as I can and send them your way.
I mean, most of us here are already converted, but you can try for the rest, I guess.
I hear there are some that aren't and may not believe. They just need to be maybe persuaded a bit.
Say hi to everybody in the sister city in Brighthaven. We haven't had communication with them for weeks, but I guess that will be opening up back again soon. Hopefully.
Yes, we're
I
glad
asked
to.
how that's going to be happening. What do you mean communication? How do you guys communicate?
Well, we usually send runners, but
Cave runners. Let me get one of those runners to guide us back, right?
Yep. But Seth has restricted anybody from leaving, and so we were only able to get one or two in the months that he occupied here.
So you wouldn't have any kind of like magical way to talk to each other, like holograms or any of that stuff?
No. We have one study of the arcane, Kalina, who's in Brighthaven, and then I am the best priest in either city, and I have restricted means of communication, I guess you could say.
Is this
What
bitch telling me the truth? After what I saw with the communication in a temple, that bitch showing up.
You get the sense that she is hiding something, and you don't know if it's on purpose or for her protection. You don't know, but you get the sense she's hiding something.
Go find the telephone out back, guys.
I specialize in healing, so communication is not a strong point.
You have no bedside
As-
manner? Come on.
As who's gonna take over the city? Now that
Well, we
Syphilis
will-
is gone.
We have our head priest, our head priestess is in Brighthaven, so I assume she will be resuming control, and we will form what we like to call the council, which is just the head guard, me, and a representative elected by the townsfolk and workers. The council that rules over here.
The high priestess that she's talking about, is that the one I saw?
You have no idea.
Yeah, way to explore, guys. Jesus.
Well, I will be heading back to the temple. I have some more healing to do. And she wanders off. Hey, what are you guys doing?
All right, I guess we'll get ready to head out. Meet at the guy we're supposed to meet up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mayor chat, I've added
Bruce Lee, you should have full health. by
a
the way.
command. If you hit exclamation point and the character's name, it'll give you just
But no rest.
a little brief snippet of
Yeah, that's
what the character is, their race,
So you head to the gate and you do see
their class, and their alignment.
Veus, who was the Gloomstalker Ranger.
Noise.
Hey, so you guys traveled the Underdark once. Are you used to it?
Sorry, what?
You traveled the Underdark once. Are you used to it?
You know, been there, done that.
Who guided you here?
I did.
The big
like
man.
a boss.
Anubis.
There's two of them.
And how long did it take you to get from here to from Brighthaven to here?
I don't know how long was it.
Like
It was like
6 days?
4 days.
4 to 6 days.
Or like 4 to 6 days.
I don't know, like 4 days.
Kind of like looks at you like a little like, really?
Hey, we took some detours, and
I should be able to
Fred
get you
lost
back
his
in.
arm.
If you guys stick with me and go the path that I know, I should be able to get you back in 2.
Like, cool.
Perfect.
I'm a common runner in between here, but Cephas has been.
Before we
Dick.
left, I needed to go see the. I needed to go see the blacksmith to get my.
Oh yeah, you go back there and you get it, and you give him the 10 gold that he requested. He goes, "This should and he puts it on, and he it's kind of like what you had where the dagger was strapped on, but it's way better made. It's probably gonna last a lot longer, and it might take a little bit of getting used to, but you'll be able to pick this up faster than just strapping a dagger to your wrist.
Okay, cool.
Come back here whenever you get the chance. I want to see how it held up."
Nope. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go through the Underdark.
Hey. So, Veus will be making a survival check. Who else wants to make a survival check next to him?
I will.
Okay, and then who's making the perception check?
Varian.
He rolled. Actually, he gets advantage because it's his favorite turn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he rolled good.
Got my ones today. It's okay. Get it out of the way. First roll. That's all I need. 1 for 1.
Ooh, 21 for both of you.
Nice, you guys.
So you realize, just the first thing you realize is traveling with Veus, you guys move a lot faster. And a lot, like, for him just being here allows you guys to move a lot faster.
say, this must be his preferred land.
He gets the sense.
Jeez,
Probably
we're flying.
territory. Yeah, but like
Fly, you fools.
a little bit more than half the day's worth of travel, and you're already out of there.
Nice. You don't
Um,
run into anything?
21 with your perception. You do not. You do notice he's not really being that stealthy, but he seems confident.
He knows the way.
Are you a believer?
What? Voodoo? Hoodoo.
Paylor guides our way through here. I see that.
Okay. It was 21 for your perception checks, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You hear the distant sound of a what you think is a magma pocket bursting. That's about it.
What about our little spike?
Magma.
Yeah.
As you get about here, I don't know why there's a blue line right there. But was it down here you ran into him? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was just behind us, I think.
Yeah. And you cross through here. Do you guys do anything?
I look for Spike.
Roll a perception check.
Spike!
Phoenix is gonna help him look.
Could not be Spike that says hello to you. I'm just saying, maybe. Well,
Spike probably won't be the one saying hello.
You look over in the corner that you did see him first. He's not there. And looking around, you do see a shift, and he gets up and he walks over to you.
Oh.
Phoenix spotted him.
Kalinar kind of pulls out notches an arrow and gets like ready.
No,
Enoch-
no.
Yeah, Enix will go. He's with us. He's friendly to Dragonborn. He's fine. He's the big guy's friend.
Dude, if he shoots Spike...
Did you bring him here, or
No, we found him.
No, we found him on our travels, but he was kind.
yeah? Spike walks up and allows you to pet him.
Hey, buddy.
I've never seen a bullet with crystals on its back. That's what he
These
is.
Things,
He's a bullet.
his jewelry.
he's a blit.
A bullet.
Bullet? Bullet?
Bullet.
Bullet?
Bullet?
Yeah.
Does that mean he travels fast underground? Digs quickly?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why he would have crystals on his back. That seems like it would impede on digging.
Oh,
Maybe that
these
explains
guys
why he's
are
on.
sick, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna send everybody a link.
Yeah.
See what it
Show a
looks like.
photo of what he looks like. Imagine that thing, but with crystals on its back.
Maybe I can just save the image. Easier.
Can I hate when it does this. Oh, it's because of this thing. Stupid.
He seems pretty docile, so he's probably tamed by something.
Oh yeah, those things are badass.
Well, he's gonna look at the mark. Do you guys show him the mark?
Nice.
Yeah, we'll tell him about it. He's got some symbol under him. It's not Dragonborn.
It's not Elvish either. Well, I don't know.
Something big up.
I'm sorry I don't read a lot of languages. I just will get you here through here faster.
That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate it. Let's go.
I will leave him.
See Spike. Good luck out there, buddy.
As you start to leave the crystal area, he like follows you for a little bit, but he seems to not follow you beyond where the crystals end. Moving down.
Wish I could keep Spike.
Okay, let's keep moving.
We'll keep moving.
Alright. Can I get another round of actually that's gonna be wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong map.
This thing
You can't
fucks.
see any.
This thing's really cool. I like this bullet.
The bullet? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
When you guys get about there, he's gonna say,
Hold on, give me.
well, it's probably time we should
Okay, there we go.
set. It's probably time we should set up camp.
Where do you
I think we can
suggest?
push through the night.
Do you want to push through the night? That will risk exhaustion.
No, because I get
What is-
exhausted in battle, bro.
What does exhaustion do again?
Gives you disadvantage and stuff.
Fuck it, we'll sleep.
Did I
Is there
remember?
anywhere
to
for
pull that?
Varian to like perch up? Not on the floor.
Well, I'll show you where.
Okay.
Pulls you to this little kind of like side cove. There's the cave wall a little bit over there.
Okay.
This seems like a good protected area surrounded by rocks. Good enough for a simple camp.
If you're okay with it.
This looks familiar.
Hey, shut up.
Been here before.
Yeah, it's almost like you're going back the same way you came. So there's gonna be similar stuff.
Oh, it must be a random place. Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best attempt to get on top of this boulder.
Roll an athletics check. He's gonna set up right in between here.
On athletics?
Or acrobatics. Your choice.
Ooh.
Takes you a little bit longer than you thought it would.
I don't
You
look
don't look
quite
as
as
cool.
impressive.
Yeah. But you're able to get up it eventually.
I kind of say like, my backflip off the snake was a lot cooler than that.
He has to set up where you want to set up.
I move my guys into place.
I'm gonna pull a mirror up here with the rope I have.
Easily enough, you don't even have to make a check for that.
E-
Who's
Yeah,
staying
chill
up
next to
for
our other friend.
Enix will take the first watch.
just Enix?
Anybody else wants to?
I'll stay up with Enix. That's fine.
Somebody.
Both of you can roll perception checks, or one of you can roll with advantage.
What's your perception?
Oh, don't metagame, bro.
We'll just yeah, you just roll, I'll roll. We'll each roll one. 20. And 12.
You guys are a great team. Fucking spike comes.
I'm kind of taking my, well, not kind of, I am. I'm just looking at what he made for me, getting used to using it. Kind of swinging it around.
Thrusting. Do a little thrusting action.
Huh.
And up.
Anything happen?
You, in the distance, hear the loud scraping noise. It's far off. The fact that you rolled high was what you were able to hear it, but Enix does hear that.
Okay.
That's like the creature that we heard before, right?
Yeah, you've heard this before.
All right.
Is that?
Keep an eye.
Peace. Pay attention to your wife.
Keep an eye in the direction. Keep an eye in the direction of where it's.
It's off distance, like over here,
Okay.
like off.
From my
There,
sleep,
go
I'm just
for it.
gonna murmur, cracking, 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 cracking.
Cracky, cracky, cracky. Wakes up from a
as,
nightmare.
as Varian stirs in the night because of a nightmare. Second watch.
Me and Amir will wake up.
As you wake up to do your watch on top of the rock, the ranger kind of climbs up with you.
What?
Oh, it's gonna come snuggle then, bro. Gosh dang it.
Kind of looks at you, Varian.
I look back.
So, where did you learn to be a ranger?
The military. That's where I was originally taught.
And they taught you to survive in the shadows?
No. That is a much longer story that I don't much care to get into. A stranger. I'm sure you could appreciate that.
Sure. Do you believe in the Gloom Mother? Or Lady Gloom, some call her?
I believe in many things. That being one of them.
Do you have faith in the Gloom Mother?
I have faith amongst myself. And faith in her.
You hear Eldrin. Pillar, 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 pillar. Pillar, pillar, pillar.
You see him from one of the pouches. He pulls out a It's kind of like one of those old doctor masks they would wear in like medieval times with a long beak. Only it's like
Oh,
white.
okay. Plague mask.
Kind of like spreads out into almost like a white beak that goes long, and it goes back and spreads out into like spikes. And it's small hanging from a necklace. And he hands that to you.
I grab it from him. I ask him what this is about.
It's a symbol of Lady Gloom.
Oh,
I suggest you wear it around.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty like heavily garbed up, right? Like I
Yeah.
have like robes and armor and shit like
Still
that.
have it underneath.
So yeah, I'll put it on. Well, hold on. Before I put it on, I'm gonna check it for bullshit.
Dude, for all the bullshit, check. I don't know. Are you incarnate, archon,
I'm gonna Arcana check it.
arcane, or like investigation?
Can I do both?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first I'll investigate it.
It seems to be made out of some sort of bone. The chain is just a simple but nice cording.
Bone, I get super excited. Like, you don't even know how many collected.
You don't know what type of bone it was. You don't get anything from that check, no. Definitely not magical.
Oh, I definitely get the impression it's not magical, or is that what I believe?
Like, radiates something, but not magical.
Alright, fuck it. I put it on.
Roll. I'm just kidding.
You would do best to keep faith. I have a feeling you're good at what you do. And he slides down, scoots away from Anubis.
Well, I'm not done talking with him. Can I, like, continue to talk with him while he's up there?
Yeah, if you want to, he just slid down. You can go back. You go slide down, talk to him.
I don't appreciate this.
Let me see here.
I love you, Charlie. Oh, sorry, I was mean.
Do I feel different with the necklace on me?
No. Roll a Constitution check
What?
to get a sense of your self-feeling.
I think you feel amazing.
You get something in your stomach. You don't know if that's
I
gas.
actually hit myself in the middle of the night. Trying to hide it.
Hello, pero, pero.
You gonna slide down and continue to talk to him?
Yeah, fuck it. You know what? Let's do that. So, I'm gonna kind of like slide down Apex Legends style, and I'm gonna pop next to him and say, "Hey, do you mind if I talk to you for a little bit? I think, I have a little more questions about Gloom Mother."
Lady Gloom, Gloom Mother, either works. What are they?
So I'm just talk to him. I'm curious as to if there's a place people like us to meet. Maybe a place where I can train even further into the arts.
Not really a place that rangers specifically to meet. She has basic shrines set up in most capitals, though they're hidden away, to my knowledge at least. Not hidden on like secret society level, but more hidden out of sight, out of mind kind of stuff. She also has a traveling group called the Followers of the Knight's Entanglement that are said to be priestess and priest that are very intertwined with her presence, that travel around the world. And then there's people like you and me. Stick to the shadows out of sight. Usually not with a group, which is why you're interesting.
Yes, my wife here, who's on top of the rock, she can always hear us, so I wave to Honey as she's on top, and she just kind of glares at me. She always does. Says we're helping out this group and hoping to get what we personally want while also staying alive.
Yes, what you personally want. What is it?
For me, it's to become a high-ranking member of the Stormbreakers.
I've never heard of them.
They're a mercenary group. They recruited me after I left the military. It's like, Blackwater type stuff. And I've been trying to get their attention to try to go up the ranks, but I might be interested in the Knights Entanglement. Is there a place where I can speak to a recruiter?
Yeah, you have to find them.
Ah, I see.
They're not really liked. They travel a lot. I've never met with them singly. All I know is it's said to look for the fog.
Wow, this is fucking. I had a bad interaction. I might stay away from fog, but keep that in mind.
Or the mist, some call it. Follow the mist, look for the fog. That's all I've heard. I've never met them.
Are they hostile?
Not to my knowledge.
Like if.
But they're also said to be very liked by Lady Gloom, so messing with them would probably be not.
No, not
Not
messing
good.
with them. I want to. If I send someone else into the fog, are they gonna kill them?
They don't go into cities, but they shouldn't attack. More like they're not allowed into cities, from what I hear.
And is it? So this is the first I've met somebody who's like me, outside of the military. So I asked him, is it safe in cities for me to wear this around my neck, or should I hide it?
I guess that depends on what city you're in. From what I hear from my few interactions with the outside world, her following is not illegal in most places, but it is not put out in the open like one like Palor or the Mythril Dragon. She is as you know, she is the goddess of sadness, of death, of passing. So whenever she is brought into worship, it's usually around times of sorrow, so people don't really like her.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time and your knowledge. If there's anything that you require of us, just let us know.
I think I'm fine for now.
Ignore the Palor guy. He's really pushing that agenda thing too much.
Aren't we all?
Yes, we are. I'm gonna climb back onto the rock.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, you had a rough time getting up there.
You slip down, but you're able to get up with him yourself. And he'll roll he'll roll a perception check because he was too long. You hear the sound of various eerie noises, I guess.
Okay.
But,
Eerie noises.
yeah, just like underdark sounds. Like you think you might hear something, but you don't know for sure. Maybe it was a rock falling. Maybe it was more magma.
I want a demonstration, please.
Just Ghostbusters. Next watch.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Ildren and Bruce Lee. I'll wake up Bruce Lee.
Okay, make a perception.
It's our watch, Bruce. Bruce, buddy.
It's Bruce Lee.
Just as you walk up to him, you just hear him
He's
saying,
like
"Brass knuckles,
Beyonce.
brass
He has one name.
We're close. I call him Bruce.
Call him
knuckles." One name. What are you, Seal?
Bruce got a 15. Ildren got a 10.
Night seems to go by. Pretty uneventful.
I'm gonna go ahead and wear the necklace under my garments.
Hey, Bruce, were you able to get another set of brass knuckles? No, you've been...
No, not yet. I gotta find a temple.
Okay. Keep an eye out.
Weren't we just near a temple?
Yeah.
A monk temple?
I was just told a temple.
Okay.
That you were told a monk temple. Your intelligence check would tell you that.
You were told a temple of... Fuck, what was the name of your group? Shit.
If you...
It's on his character sheet.
Yeah.
Look it up.
You
Huh?
hit... Hold on.
The Order of the White Tree. That's what yours was.
Oh,
It's
the
where
way
you
it
got the
looked.
first one. Because they had it on display, and you might have been drunk, and you grabbed it.
Oh, I was for sure drunk.
But that's
So
all you know.
I talked to the group and said, maybe we should try to figure out what that sound is. Well, that scraping in the middle of the
Let's
night
do it.
that I heard the first trip through.
Let's go
I don't know if
after
you guys have heard it since.
You
Yeah,
hear
I-
the sound of scraping?
I heard it. I told you when you got up.
Was it
Oh,
a-
okay.
Was it a loud noise?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not the one who heard it. I just told about it.
When
Scrape.
you first heard it was a loud.
I'm Dragonborn. I know what it was. It was scraping.
I'd be careful with loud things in the Underdark. If they're loud, they're not afraid of being found. Those are the most dangerous.
The funny thing about us is we're not afraid of being found either.
That's the kind we like. We like to kill them. I'm Dragonborn. We do that kind of thing.
Well, I'll follow you to the sound most of the way, but I will break off earlier.
See.
But I will wait for you. I'll give you a day, and then I will leave. Assuming you are dead.
I asked the group, is this, Amir and, Varian are in. Is anybody else in?
Let's go. Let's kill it.
I mean, I'd like to know what's down here. I don't like going without knowing what's down here, so. Yes, I guess if. I mean,
I look at his
we
note.
will have
and
Palor's light. I want to try this thing.
Don't worry, little friend. You'll try it eventually.
Alright, if memory suits me correct, like here was where we heard the sounds.
You heard it? Yeah, that's exactly where you heard it. Coming from over in that direction.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So leading him away, make a survival check, Varian, just see if you can guide him. This is less of guiding him to the spot and pointing him in the right direction, because he knows these places pretty well. Okay. I'll make his survival check to guide you there. He's fucking good. You guys two people can make perception checks.
I'll have it be one will be Varian.
You come across the 5-foot gap again.
We have to
going
go
to-
across it.
Yeah, he's gonna go across it. He's gonna attempt to jump across. And he's able to jump across easily.
I will do my fly thing.
You waste your 1-day ability. Got it?
Hey, I don't want to fall down it. It's worth it.
Able to get it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rope over to the other Gloomstalker, and I say, "Better safe than sorry." And
Easily enough with that, you're able to get across.
Enix,
All right, and
Enix
then
jumps across
Amir
with
will follow.
the 15.
Enix jumps across as the rope is right next to him.
Yep,
I don't need
Amir
a
will
rope.
come across with me as
I was
well.
really good at acrobatics when I was a kid.
You kind of just walk on the rope and with one person on each side to just make sure they don't fall. But with that, you're easily able to get through. He comes over here and he goes, This is what we call the spiked cave.
Oh yes,
You go through it or around it, your choice. We're not
With
that.
you,
We
we
are
can
very
go through
descriptive with our names. It helps with map labeling.
yeah, let's go through it. Last time we went around it.
I just need everybody. If you guys are going through it, I need everybody to make a dexterity check.
Tripping and falling and tripping and falling. Oh, this is safe. Not that.
Actually, yeah, make a dexterity. Yeah, a check will work. Check or save. Do check. Dexterity check.
The save is a lot higher for me.
Oh no, we'll do
Save.
check then.
10. 10 for
7.
Enix.
10 for Amir.
It's really
Oh,
tight.
sorry, not
Make a
sorry,
dexterity
not 10
check.
for Enix. 9 for Enix.
9 for Ildren, you mean?
Do
No,
I
that
have
was
to roll
Ildren.
one?
9 for Ildren.
Yep.
Dexterity?
Dexterity check.
There we go. 6 for Enix.
Dude, we're having a rough time going. through
He's the
this.
only one that didn't. Besides,
He's like, come on, guys. For real?
Oh, this is the crater that we came across. Nice. So okay, yeah, it's right over here.
everybody takes 10 points of slashing damage as you are climbing through there. You just get scraped up a lot. He does not. Everybody else, though, climbing through here. It also seems like without him, you might have taken more, and it might be difficult because you wouldn't know where the fuck you were going.
I'll take
So maybe it's good that you guys went around the first time.
10. Why'd we go through
10
it?
points of slashing damage. Because it was faster.
Okay. Whose decision was it?
He said, "Let's go fast. Let's go through it or around it." He goes, "Let's go through it."
Well, you didn't object to it either, so butthead.
I'm doing a lot of
Alright,
stuff over
everybody's
here.
Amir does a prayer of healing. Everybody is fine now. Okay, he gets there. Well, if you guys are heading in, I will wait. Over here.
What do we
Okay,
get back? Sorry.
don't move us so quickly on the map. We got to slow down just a little bit. I can't keep up.
That sounds like a
Zoom in,
personal
buddy.
problem.
Okay, well,
Alright, everybody's at
I'm
full health.
So he's gonna stay on the other side. Oh, what happened to?
Can we tell how big the cave is from here? Like where we're at? Is it fairly large above us?
Make a perception check
I'm
or
gonna
a
have
survival
Amir-
check. No, nature
I'm
check.
gonna
Survival.
I'm gonna have Amir do it.
All right, have a mirror. Make a survival check. It's pretty open. Probably a good.
Like 100 feet? Like I could use call lightning in here?
If you're listening for the scraping noise, make a perception check. I'll allow 2 people to do that.
I'm gonna be doing it since it was originally my idea. You agreed with that, right, Ildren? Like you agreed that we should go investigate?
oh yeah, for sure.
Want to make sure we don't get there and you say, whose fault is this? It's yours too.
No, I agreed. Yeah, because Paylor is going to be protecting us.
It's definitely coming from down here, like in this direction.
I tell Anubis to lead the way.
Okay. You guys being stealthy, not being stealthy, and I need a party order.
We are being stealthy, and I will be using my 2nd level spell, Pass Without Trace.
Okay, everybody make a stealth check. Everybody get into a fucking party order, bitches.
Alright, so let's do this. Let's do Anubis, Bruce Lee, Varian, Amir, Ildren.
I don't hear anybody for the last second.
Shit.
Anybody has any disagreements? Then
Nope, I like their party order.
Like that?
switch me and Ildren. Since he doesn't have his flyaway ability anymore.
So you go, sticking to the wall. Survival check by
Holy shit.
Anubis.
Wow,
11.
Amir and Varian. Not stealthy.
Now we get plus 10 at least to everything.
Well, a natural one is a natural one.
Oh, am I supposed to roll stealth? Sorry.
Yep. Well, stealth and survival. You already rolled survival.
Jeez.
We all have a plus 10 though, so it's kind of. Get our sounds deafened.
Roll. Okay, yeah. Actually, you don't need to roll anything. So going down here takes you about a few hours, and you're able to make it. Who's keeping their eyes out?
Definitely Varian.
As you pass over here, the temperature starts to pick up as you pass by a very large pocket of what seems to be magma, or a crack that leads to a
We were
large.
here before and it got really hot and we left. We turned around.
Yeah,
Right?
we're gonna walk through this way.
No, it was somewhere else, but no.
Oh, somewhere
I-
else?
I-
Okay.
yeah. You guys never entered this map.
Okay.
Remember, because I was sad.
It was sad because I wanted to kill y'all, but
Is it. Can I definitively tell that if we go away from that, the temperature will go down?
It does seem like, well, it seems like it's emanating from that source, so probably like going around it would be fine.
Yeah, let's go around it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Who's making? Who's listening? You don't have to jump over this one. You can get close to the wall. I'm just gonna move you guys. And who else is making a perception check?
Enix can.
Yeah.
Phoenix can't even see in the dark.
That's true. Ildren can.
What was that to say? No, Bruce Lee.
We got
He
it.
did it.
Okay, yeah, that was better.
As you are walking up, you start the noise. You don't hear the scraping noise. You hear like a different noise, like a very large body is shifting.
Oh shit!
I'm excited.
Like a body of water.
I don't know. And as you get right about there, you look and you do see a very large, almost like kind of lump that's shifts a little bit. And
Is
you
it
hear
like Spike?
you hear the sound of no, it's a lot bigger. It's a lot
Does
bigger.
it look like a dragon?
You hear the sound of snoring. Like long breaths.
It's a fucking dragon.
Hold on, boys. Let's calm down here. All right. How far away from it are we?
You're barely able to make it out because of your to being in. And it's probably like a good 150 feet away.
All right, Can we redo stealth checks? Get super stealthy here, or are we keeping the same ones?
I mean, if you wanted to get closer, I would probably have you start to redo them as you get closer. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get closer as a squad.
Everybody's getting closer. Okay.
Everybody gets bonuses if they stay within 30 feet, so
Yep.
kind of have to.
Let's go. Come on.
Sure. Roll stealth checks, everybody.
All right.
One.
Okay, that's better than the last one.
Phoenix
Okay,
17.
So we all got above 20s.
Ildren.
Everybody got above 20. Got it.
Hold on, Ildren hasn't rolled yet.
I mean,
Yep, 21.
Yep. you got
Ildren got 21.
31.
Well, everybody's plus 10. Yeah.
So 31.
As Anubis and Ildren's in the back. As Anubis, as you get close, how close you guys get?
Close enough so that I can see it with my dark vision, or the first person to see it with their dark vision. I'm assuming.
I think you have the longest range of 60 feet, right?
Yeah, but I'm towards the back or the middle of the party. So
Yeah, but
Nubis
that's only
might be
like
able to-
15 feet back, so you get 45 feet.
Okay.
As you get about 60 feet away from it, you see it shift.
Like it's awake.
As awaking.
And you do hear the sawing stop. And you see it look at you. I need Varian make a nature check, and I need Anubis to make a perception check.
Oh, they switched it up on us.
Okay.
With advantage, Varian.
Oh,
It's a
it's
dragon.
big.
Damn it.
It's a dragon. We're killing a dragon.
Whoa!
You've seen a lot of dragons in your life.
Uh-huh.
You know, you've seen a few dragons in your short hero adventure so far, and you've seen drawings of a lot of them. The way the skull is shaped, the way the horns are, matches nothing of a chromatic dragon, but its
Do I have
scales
any
seem
idea?
black.
Oh no, dude.
But
I know
looking at it,
anything?
that's not the skull of a black dragon.
Do I know anything about like this type of thing? Do I have any books that I read in my life?
Did you put a hybrid fucking dragon in this thing?
It's a half black dragon.
What catches your attention, Anubis, is a glint of gold that you see on one of the scales as it shifts. It kind of scrapes its arm against the floor, and as you see, it rubs off soot, and it's actually not black scales. It's golden scales covered by soot. It looks at you and it says, "Who goes there?" The deep voice echoes out.
I tell Anubis,
My
I'll
bad.
handle this one.
My,
I'll
no,
handle
my
this
bad.
one.
Okay.
So, do I have an idea of its size, like compared to Siltron and the white dragons? Or the
It's
dragons?
definitely it's bigger than Silton,
Okay.
but smaller than. Not it's not too much bigger than Silton. And Silton, from your knowledge, is an adult dragon, but it's a little bit bigger. And you know that golds are a little bit bigger than blues,
Oh man.
but it looks old. So you get the sense it's probably an adult dragon.
Can I do an out of character thing here real quick?
No, cannot look it up.
No, not that. I just want to talk with the group, like out of character.
I mean, you could say in character to him.
Well, I don't like that.
Holy shit, it's fucking big.
You need your lawyer?
It's a little bit smaller than that.
No, because I need to talk to it because I'm a dragon guy.
Why do you disturb me? That's what it says.
I could speak to a dragon.
No, I look to the group and
I can hear you.
We turn around immediately. I say we're just passing through. We didn't mean to bother you. Our apologies.
You come to shame me.
No, that's not true at all, buddy.
They all come to shame me, is what he said. Is what he said.
You're gorgeous. I don't know what shaming has been done.
Kind of like stands up. And as you notice, he has no wings. Or he has stubs where wings once were.
Oh no. Alright.
They all come to laugh at me.
I'm not laughing.
At Razan, the once great Sora.
I say in what the fuck do dragons?
Draconic?
I say,
It's like
I'll say, who has done this to you?
I'm sure you guys have heard of it. They call it the Summoner's War. Razan, and as he does, he kind of falls on his back and like his arms go wide. He's definitely being dramatic.
Yeah.
Razan served in it, was Pelor's chosen dragon, but the cursed Misstrem sliced his wings off with the blade, and now he hides in shame.
Pelor has sent us here to help you. As Ildren comes in.
Pelor does not love me anymore.
Pelor loves you, otherwise he would not have sent us. I'm gonna walk up close to him.
This is how he
As you
died.
get close, it's a golden dragon. He doesn't
Do I know that do I know the story of this dragon?
roll a history check.
What's advantage? Because it's Pelor? No.
Roll a history check.
Okay. I'm rolling history.
1.
14.
There's a lot of the metallic dragons fought in the war. A lot of them were killed. It's very rare to find a metallic dragon, which is why you guys have only basically run into chromatics. You know that some dragons did get injured and survived. A lot that were injured died, because if they were injured, that means they were just killed. You do not remember the name Razan?
We have proof that Pelor has sent us. We have pieces of his armor that were shattered. That he has sent us to retrieve. Let's walk closer.
And roll a persuasion check.
Very good at this.
Varian is stepping back.
Boom! Nat 20.
Kind of like his eyes were closed and he opens one eye and looks at you, even though he doesn't need to. Kind of flips over. Why has Pelor sent you?
To help you. We do not come to shame you or make fun of you. We come to bring you to glory. And let you know
How can you help one that cannot fly?
you are big and massive.
Are you calling me fat now?
Big in a glorious, wonderful way. That Pelor wanted you to know that you are still loved. That
And how are you going to prove this? You have yet to provide evidence that I have most clearly asked for.
and what is that evidence you ask for?
I don't know! You are the one that said you were sent by Pelor.
We were.
The evidence.
I'll ask.
I mean, your story sounds convincing so far, so keep going with it. But please.
Anubis, show him.
Very much seems like he's just playing it up.
I slowly walk up kindly. I rub the soot and stuff off the front of his chest. And
Clears
look
off
how
pretty
beautiful
easily.
you are.
And his
So
scales
he
are very
just
nice.
lets him walk up to and touch him?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to.
Oh shit.
Anubis.
Your knowledge of metallic dragons, especially golden ones, they're usually pretty. Like,
Dramatic.
most metallic dragons are nice. Some prefer to stay hidden, and some don't.
Give me.
You've seen one metallic dragon, which is the silver one, and you do know those ones do not like to be discovered at all.
I'm gonna grab a piece of Pelor's armor from Anubis.
Dun, dun, dun. And
I don't think Anubis has it.
I have all three.
You're just holding them?
Carrying him on his back.
Basically,
Walk
yeah.
around everywhere you go?
Yeah, because you have both of the bags.
Yeah, I thought he gave them to me.
No. I will.
He's literally just walking around.
I've been carrying them the whole time.
You have both of your IKEA shopping bags, and he has all 3 pieces.
I will show him. Look, feel it. This is the armor from Palor. This is the sign.
You hold one out.
Yeah.
Kind of licks it. It does taste like Palor's armor.
It is proof that he has sent us.
Can I eat it?
Well, what would that do for you?
It's just what we gold dragons do. We kind of just eat metal. You do know that gold dragons do just eat metal. You would
Well,
give me Palor's blessing.
anybody opposed to that?
Really, I do. I vehemently oppose.
You do know that you were hired to get 3 shards back.
Yes. Well, these blessings of Palor have been promised to others.
Of course they have. Why would he promise?
Did they give us the amulet that they made? The one?
You guys didn't take it, no. You guys left before it was finished. See what happens when you don't. He's still just like laying. He hasn't really stood up fully at all. He's kind of just like shifted, very much like a couch potato.
Well, I have this. Enix will say,
Yeah.
I've got this.
I have things too.
It's the core of the dragon staff from the blue dragon. I'll be like, is that metal? That was metal, right?
You have the staff, yes. You don't the core.
That's what it says. Core of the dragon staff that
Yeah,
Enix
you have
has.
that. That does look pretty nice. Can I have it?
Doesn't have the thing in it, does it?
No.
No.
You have the
That
gem
was,
part.
You sold it.
Yeah.
You sold the gem.
Oh, that's right.
It's metal, right?
It is metal, yes.
Yes, this comes from another dragon, so it was meant for you.
Well, I say, hold on.
That Palor guy must have meant for it to come to you.
I say, hold on here, Enix. We might need that for later.
Nope, that's fine. He said he didn't need it.
You're not really a functioning group, are you? See, the
Well, I
group
think
dynamic
that
has
a lot
shifted
of-
a lot during this conversation.
I think Enix is being a little bit of an Ildren fanboy right now with Palor, considering he would never do that.
Well, I got something else, a stone. This acorn. Oh, that's stone. Never mind. You said metal.
So
I continue
I'm gonna walk
just
up
rub
to
all
him
the shit off.
and I'm gonna ask him how long he's been in the caves.
Well, I dug here about 100 years after the Summoners' War,
Okay.
and I don't know.
You don't know after that.
No, you do know that the Summoners' War happened like a little bit over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. So
So he's been here for probably a long time.
Let's say you've only been here for like 10 years, dude. That's not a big deal.
Oh. Yes,
I asked him why he doesn't like. You're a friendly dragon. Why don't you go to the cities and try to?
Have you ever seen a dragon without wings? They
Can I
are
be honest
mocked.
with you here, buddy?
You ever heard of a TV special named Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? That would be me.
I've heard of this, but you know the best part about the Underdark is
Nobody can see
not a
me.
lot. There's not a lot of room for flying around. So you're the biggest, baddest thing in here.
I mean,
He's got a point. Hard to fly.
I'm not
down
going to
here.
say no.
You know,
And I hear the people of the village need help dealing with some problems, and I think you might. You know what? Actually, you could be considered a god if you actually helped them.
well, that is right. That is why Palor has brought us to bring you back to your glory here in the Underdark. They worship Palor. They would welcome you with open arms.
Can I have Ildren make a persuasion check with advantage? You guys have been pretty persuasive. I've been sitting on this character for weeks.
You're gonna do everything you can to make sure.
20.
I would have just left, dude. If fucking. Yeah.
I guess I could go to the city.
Yes, that would be great. They
Can
would
we
they would
ride?
worship you and bring you back to glory.
There's a lot of room on my back with no wings, so yeah, sure.
Is there any way that like in Toothless, how the guy gets like a wing, or in How to Train a Dragon, like
His wings aren't like partially cut off. They're like,
They're nubbins.
yeah.
They're like X-Men when the angel.
It's
dude
like Finding
chops
Nemo's
off his-
fin. It's
does
bad.
it feel like it was like done out of like execution style, like this is a punishment?
Rolla, are you looking at them?
Well, I'm on his back, like we're getting on his back.
Doesn't let you climb on his back yet, but
Okay. Well, as soon as he said hop on, so as soon as we hop on, I'm gonna.
he said, "I guess you could get on." He didn't.
Do you mind if we get on then? Guys, we travel to town.
Fine.
You know, such a generous dragon.
Make a perception check. Are you being stealthy about it?
Getting on the dragon?
Are you being stealthy about looking at his wings?
Yes, very stealthy.
All right,
It's
roll a
very
stealth
stealthy.
check and roll a perception check. Or roll a stealth check and roll an investigation check.
I'm Dragonborn. I'm not riding a
Oops.
dragon. I'll walk.
All right, so the 23 is what we'll take.
Oh,
You technically still passed without a trace, so it's 33.
Okay.
Looking at his wings, they're both cut off at roughly the same length. A little bit of a diagonal to the cut. It does seem
one swoop.
It does seem like one swoop, yeah. And kind of very clean for a creature this, like, whatever cut it off must have had a fucking large ass blade. You do know during the Summoner's War there were a few large creatures, some made by Mishfel, some summoned from other planes, that did carry large blades that might be able to cut off a dragon's wings. This is a big dragon. Like him as he stands up, he's big. He's a little plumpy, but he's big.
Is he like 50 feet tall?
He's classified as huge, so he's pretty fucking big.
Well, I mean, like how high up to the ceiling? Is he like halfway to the ceiling?
He's not halfway to the ceiling.
Okay. All right. I tell the dragon we have a friend waiting for us. So if you walk up, honestly, he's probably just not going to be there. So.
He's huge, so he's like 15 by 15 feet. Is technically base, but his tail like takes up a little bit longer than that. So
I'll go ahead and I'll call out for him. Tell him we're coming with the dragon.
so you're taking the dragon with you.
Yep.
All right.
Well, Enix once again can't go on his own.
Walking
He has
on
no
his
dark
back
vision.
is pretty. Yeah, you don't have dark vision,
know.
so you're not gonna get on the dragon.
I'm a dragonborn. I'm not riding on the dragon. I'll walk under him. I'll follow you. Hard to miss him.
He actually, you're a rogue. It seems like if he was normally walking, he could walk faster than you. But the fact that you can bonus action dash makes up for it. So you're able to keep up.
He's not getting on. Eldrin gladly rides him. He imagines himself as Pelor's.
As you get on, you do get you guys climbing on him. A lot of soot scrapes off, and you are getting kind of dirty being on him.
We'll help clean him off.
But yeah, just rubbing it off, like the scales underneath are like a shining gold, and they're very, very nice. Like even for something that's probably been covered for a long time, they're
They still
900
feel
they're
like
shining.
gold. They feel like scale.
They feel like metal, but they're shaped like scales. With you riding on his back, it's easily able to get back to where you were.
What's this other
As-
guy?
As you walk up, hold on, let me. She has a problem. You make a perception check, Ildrin, or not Ildrin, Varian. Varian, make a perception check. Well, he rolled worse, so actually he gets advantage. Oh yeah, you see, you do see your little ranger guy hiding, and he kind of look, and you see his bow is drawn, but then he sees you, and he's just like puts it back, but he kind of just stares at you.
I shout down, say to Razan, I say, "This is the guy. He's with us. Is it okay if he hops on with us as well?"
Kind of like looks, like pinches his arm. Does this happen to your group a lot?
And we run into some crazy things. This is probably the second craziest.
How the fuck did a golden dragon get in?
He is Pelor's dragon. He fought in the Summoner's War next to Pelor.
Wait, can somebody send him a message to not look at his wings or talk about his wings, please, before something goes bad?
That's a good idea. I will message him. Although the dragon might be able to hear it, but
Bad idea. Just let it play out. Let it play out.
And
If the dragon hears it, then we're in even more shit. So.
I will stay down here, and I will guide us back to the village.
I'll walk with you, friend. I'm not a big fan of riding on dragons either.
Let's go. He's kind of like a little bit speechless. You do get the sense, knowing the Underdark, as far as you guys know, there's not really a lot of dragons here, so seeing one under here is just a big surprise.
Hey man, you gotta tell your friends not to shoot at us when we're coming with the big dragon.
They'll see me.
Better.
Hopefully. So they're
No,
traveling.
hopefully.
Yep.
Who's making a perception check? And he'll make his survival checks.
One from up on the dragon. There you
And then
go.
Enix, or not Enix, Anubis, you can make your survival check.
So is he just like crushing everything as he goes along, shitting on everything?
Actually, as you see him walk, he's walking pretty, like, gracefully. He's not purposely crushing anything, and he walks around stones, stalagmites.
So
Ducks
he's still
under.
very much so, like, he's a little plump, but he's very much so agile still. He still has it.
Still got it in it.
Some dragons go dormant for a very long time. And they come back hungry, but fine. You get the sense that this one just may have overeaten a little bit and not really had a lot of physical activity, but he's still a fucking dragon.
Right.
But he does look a little thicker. Like when you found Selton, he was like pretty lanky and skinny-ish for what you know to be a blue dragon. But he'd also been asleep for a long time, to your knowledge. Okay. Within hours, you're able to get across, and it's starting to get like time to. You're easily able to get over the gap with the dragon. He kind of just steps across, no problem. The second gap, and within.
I asked him
probably.
what he knows of the portals, like the portals that appear.
Who do you ask?
Razan, because he's been here for a while. I say, have you seen, like, have you dealt with anybody who's come through the portals from, what was it again? The astral plane?
Yeah, Planar Cosmos.
Planar Cosmos.
We don't get a lot of specific portals. Probably get as many as that randomly open otherwhere on the surface, I would assume.
Okay.
We kind of just anything that usually comes through is either dumb enough to avoid our city or smart enough to know where it's heading, and usually it's not us.
What's this dragon's name again?
Razan.
Razan.
R-A-S-O-N?
Razan the Soar is what his title he referred to himself. It's
R-E-Z-A-N.
Razaan. Razan. I'm supposed to say flair.
Alright.
He's a motherfucking gold dragon.
Did he change his name to be more dramatic?
I mean, you've seen the way he acts.
It's pretty dramatic.
Did he change his name so he can get a job somewhere?
So where is this place we're going?
Right Haven.
Right Haven.
The Drow, they worship Pelor.
Okay.
Sorry, I got two characters mixed in one.
That's how I am with my NPCs. I almost mixed up his voice and.
I,
As you walk, you see the guards, or you see the ranger, Veus, he's moving. He moves forward and like see him kind of like as you get close to the city, he almost sprints off, and you assume it's to tell them that there's a dragon, but he's okay.
Can I go with him, Phoenix, since he's
Yeah.
down? Yeah.
You're easily able to keep up with
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
You're
Is there-
actually able. You could go faster than him if you wanted.
I'll stay with
Is
him.
there a temple here?
You're not in the city. Let me do my shit.
No, I'm just from what I remember last time I was in the city. Is there a temple?
I don't know. You went through so fast, you didn't have time to check.
Yeah, we didn't find out before.
You see him come back. Okay, so they'll fine with it being a gold dragon. They didn't believe me. And they jokingly said if it was a gold dragon, yeah, sure, we'll let him. So let's bring him up. Clear off as much as soot as you can,
I'm just wiggling like.
and make
all
sure
over.
make sure you're able to be seen.
I will cast
And no. Amir's got this.
prestidigitation.
It's good effort.
Yeah, I'll do
Does-
prestidigitation to help clean up.
taking a few minutes.
Yeah.
You're able to easily clean off most of him.
Wow, way to just take the thunder away from Amir.
No, wait, if she has something, I can't get it all off with that. What else were we thinking?
You can get most of it off. But he's a big dragon.
Yeah, what's Amir doing? Gust of
Gust
wind.
of wind.
That's us. Do that. I
Yes.
should take the rest of it off. I'll get out of the way.
So,
Look how beautiful you are.
so I explained to Razan what my wife is about to do. She's about to blow wind at you really hard. So when the wind's coming at you, just kind of turn around and we'll get all that soot off you, so you look like the beautiful gold majestic beast that you are.
I can try.
And so
Feels
Amir,
like he's from the Adventure Zone. Have you guys ever heard of that podcast?
Yes.
So Amir takes her hand and she like throws a gust of wind at him, and we all start like telling him to like turn around and like
As
strut
you
and stuff.
do, he kind of like puts his head into it, and he has this like kind of like frills, almost like feather like around his head, and they like kind of blow in the wind, and he takes a moment just to hold a pose.
I started pretending to take pictures of him. I say, oh yeah, just like that. Oh yeah.
But turning eventually through coaching him, he's able to with that he's able to get pretty much clean. Then you use the prestidigitation to polish all of that after you blow most of it off.
Excellent.
And you got a nice
Look at
wingless gold dragon.
you now shine with the light of Pelor.
There's not really any light over here. It's just glowing red crystals.
I will cast light on the end of my staff and point
Ooh.
it towards him.
It's a fancy man.
I'll try to get it to reflect off as many of the scales as we can as we approach closer to the.
It does create this kind of almost like disco ball look, but it is a cantrip, so it's not too.
Yeah.
So does he still have the general muscles? So this is like just a question. Like from what I investigated, like so he could, if I were to put like fake wings on him that were like really well made, would he be able to use his muscles to like use that?
He does have the base muscles in terms of flapping,
Mhm.
as far as you can see, but it'd be very complicated to put because he. This is fantasy land. There is magic, but this is fantasy land.
We need to talk to Telavini and see if we can create something for him.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's.
thanks for also ruining
As-
Varian's thunder. Guy's a dick. Interrupting always. Squiff Jr., dude.
Two characters that can interrupt, so we're good.
As you walk up, you do see Kalinar's on the wall. He seems to have just moved up there, and he goes. You gotta just see his shocked look. He's a little too far away to speak, but you do see him say something to the guards. And the gate opens. It's a little bit of a tight fit for the dragon with you guys on his back.
I'll get off.
Yeah.
Give him room.
When you guys get off his back, he's able to push his way through the gate because he can't really.
As he comes through.
He might be able to go
airport
over
thing,
it, but he doesn't seem to want to.
I'll go in
Doing
and
that airline thing as he comes through.
I'll go in and announce his arrival.
As you do, you see Veas kind of goes and he speaks. He goes up and speaks to Kalinar, and then he runs off into the city.
Yeah, behold, worshippers of Pelor, this is Razan, The dragon that fought with Pelor during the Summoner's War. Pelor has truly blessed you with this friendship and companionship now that we have with this gold dragon.
You see Kalinar is kind of just like, yeah. Everybody else is, you look over to the goblin village and they're kind of just like hunkering down, not really. A lot of them go inside with their tents.
The goblins are friendly. Don't eat them, please.
Make a perception check. Ildren, Unvarian, and Enix. You guys have the highest passives. And Amir. Make perception checks.
Amir has the highest, I think.
I think so.
12. 24 for him here.
Enix.
Oh, you said an Enix, sorry. Enix don't see shit.
Enix is distracted by there being a better person that has the dragon name on them.
Yes.
Amir's looking into the goblin town, and a lot of them have went inside their tents. She notices one of the hobgoblins. It's red. It's a female hobgoblin's kind of like studying you guys, I guess. That's all she notices. Kalinar comes down and he goes,
Where
did you find it?
Can like I be Amir and mention the red hobgoblin?
Sure.
Alright, so Amir alerts the group of the hobgoblin in a camp.
As you look
That
back,
point-
you don't see her again.
Okay.
I need to go find her. Find out what the hell she's staring at.
Where'd you find? Did you come in with this and I didn't notice? You see Kalinar's kind of just looking at the dragon, looking at you guys, looking at the dragon, looking at you.
Talking to Kalinar about it. So we found him in the Underdark. He's been resting there for some time, and he agreed to come back to the village to help the village in order to, just to reestablish himself. He's been gone for a long time, so.
He's like a fucking dragon.
Yes, I believe it's in your best interest
He
to
is-
play to his
He is a dragon.
strength.
He is a dragon.
And it'll help your city, because you were talking about how you were being attacked, and he'd be a great ally to have in your
Yeah.
city.
I think Televinian will have some good ideas. Did you get the shards?
Yes, our big.
Yeah. Here you go.
You kind of.
Just
I-
literally just holding them.
Yep.
And he's just, I got him. He's got a workout, so when he actually puts them down, he has a dot.
As you pull them out, you feel them kind of float from your hand as Kalinar seems to focus. He's like, okay, I will go take these. If you want to meet me at the temple right down there, and he does point at that. You can get your reward there, and we have somebody who wants to speak with you.
Oh,
Can I just pull him aside real quick and talk to him?
Who? Which one?
Kalinar.
Yeah, but who's pulling him aside?
Ildren.
Ildren?
Yes.
He's kind of like, yes?
So, this is.
Anything you say to dragon.
He is Pelor's dragon. He was injured during the Summoner's War, as you can tell.
The mithril drake is Pelor's dragon, is what Kalinar says. But gold dragons are favored.
Yes, but he fought with Pelor. He had no.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hmm?
It's a roll persuasion check with advantage.
Can I insight check that he said he fought with Pelor?
Sure. You can roll with advantage because he's a dragon.
ooh.
22. 25.
Definitely fought in the Summoner's War. Probably fought in some battles that Pelor also fought in. Definitely telling the truth about fighting in the Summoner's War, and probably
And
like
what
all
side
the
he was
goods.
on?
He was definitely, if he's a there's, to your knowledge, there's no metallic dragon that didn't fight, or no metallic dragon that fought for the other side. there's metallic dragons that didn't get involved, but there's also metallic dragons. No metallic dragons fought for the evil side. They all fought for the good side because they're metallics. To your knowledge.
Okay.
Being a gold dragon, you do know that they are like inherently good, and inherently powerful. Probably the strongest of the metallics.
Nice.
So, I would like to go talk to Telvinian before I go to the temple.
I would say.
Oh well, you can meet me in the temple in a few hours. I have to deal with the shards and then the logistics of housing a dragon in the city. Unless you want to take him with you.
I think he is a valuable asset to you and can help with some of your issues you have. Just feed into what.
I'd say I asked Razan, and I say it'd be pretty easy for you to burrow a hole in the wall, right? And that would be your home.
There's a lot of people around.
Yes, people that will worship you once they see.
I don't really.
Glory.
Being worshipped just means more people look at you.
Yes, but this is your home.
I guess I'll stay here. It seems nice.
Yes, and you can show them that you are as mighty as you have ever been.
Now, I mentioned to Razan that at all costs, you must make sure that the Crescent Swords do not try to overthrow these villages.
Who are they?
Assholes.
They're a mercenary group that actually is what led us to you. We killed one of their leaders in the other camp, and that led us to finding you, so...
They were hunting you.
No, don't lie to him.
Paylor guided us.
Should have just let them get to me.
No,
I say, no, you would have messed him up. You know that. Come on now. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Beefcake.
You guys snuck up on me.
No, we didn't.
They
You saw
could
us.
too.
They could-
You let us sneak up on
Kinda
you.
just-
You know that.
Walks a little bit. Just in the center of the
Waddles.
clearing, because it's one of the biggest. Yeah, the roads are a little bit bigger. The main road that you guys are on is a little bit bigger. And they're roughly, comfortably. You see Kalinar goes, Razan, if you would come with me, I think we could probably fit you in one of the abandoned mine shafts we have. Could probably clear it out. I just need to go drop these off. He kind of just motions for the dragon to follow him. If you guys want to meet Televinian in the forge, to the forge, so it's right there. He should have part of your reward,
yes.
Cool. In
and
we go.
he's gonna lead him.
I
Okay.
give,
Love you,
I
Razan.
give Razan a little
Nice
butt
to
tap
meet
as he
you.
leaves and say, love you, buddy.
Paylor will
Don't make it
bless
weird
you.
now. We just met. And, walking into the forge, you see Televinian's kind of just looking outside the door, like, we should hire you guys more often.
We agree.
Yeah,
So how did it go? You found things?
This increases our reward, just saying.
Yes.
Found all the goodies.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A dragon's fire breath would be very useful in the forge.
Yes, I think he would be.
Our promised gift was or our promised reward was 1,000 gold.
That is correct, but we brought you a gold dragon.
I will keep that in mind.
Alright.
So he hands you he brings you into his workshop, lifting up a small chest. He opens it up, and there is 100 platinum.
So how we splitting this?
5 ways.
Well, there's 6 of you, so that's gonna be an
Yeah.
issue.
Oh, 5 ways. Mirror's not here. Oh.
Everybody gets 200. Everybody gets 25 platinum.
25.
You did bring back a dragon, so I will give you something special. You see him dig under his a few supplies he has under one of the desks, and you do see a safe back there, and he fiddles with it. He opens it up. I
Brass
have,
knuckles.
and he places down what nothing you guys recognize that the guards are carrying, but it's a smaller version. It is a
Flintlock.
it's not a flintlock. It does use bullets. It's kind of more advanced, but it has 4 barrels. So this is a
Oh, baby.
Nice.
This is my melee weapon.
This is my melee weapon.
It's a prototype. I've been working, as you've probably seen, on the guards, and from what I know, Narlos gave some to a captain that I agreed for her good standing with us.
Alright.
These are if a crossbow was better.
Cool.
I've been working on them for quite a while, and I've been did the long ones first, and then I decided to bring something a bit more compact. And I made this. This is a prototype. It will not work always. If it breaks, you try to fix it yourself. I would not recommend it, but you can always try.
Is it a duck gun?
It's a pistol. That's a four-chambered pistol.
Oh, so it's not 4 barrels.
So,
It's just got like,
Like
a
that?
No, not like that. It's like a pistol with 4 barrels that you turn.
It's like a
Oh, I
It's a
gotcha.
revolver.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a single shot. Okay, never mind. I was thinking this thing's like a quadruple sawed off.
I'll take it.
well, I can use a hand crossbow.
So that
Is it?
if you have proficiency in martial weapons, it will take a little bit of time, but you have proficiency and you'll be able to use this with some. Whoever's going to use it, I can show you how to. It's going to take like a few hours, but it's if you know how to fire a crossbow, I could easily teach you how to fire this and how to load it, which is the big thing. He pulls out from the safe another sack. This is 20 ammunition, I guess you could say, to this. So there's 4 in it right now, and then 4 more. Now I'll provide the practice ammunition, but this is for you to keep.
So, Enix can use a hand crossbow. Anybody else?
Anybody that can. So Enix,
So Viri can use it, but I have no desire to.
Enix, Varian, and Anubis could all train to use it,
Well, and
but he's only going to do
Amir.
one of you.
but Amir doesn't want it. She already has cool shit.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You have to do it with 2 hands? Oh, Enix is out! Rough.
It's a pistol. You need one hand. Reloading it's going to be interesting.
No, I'm saying rock, paper,
Yeah.
scissors with 2 hands.
He will give it to Anubis because he
Well,
can't.
shake weight action.
Because
Okay.
reloading will be tough. And I'll say, can you do something? Make something for this instead of what I have.
Hey.
I'll show him my.
Can we like just attach the blade that I had, this Fate's grip, to your arm? That work?
No, I don't want that thing.
He kind of takes your arm and looks at it. Well, the thing you have on it is a basic but useful design.
I need something with a little more dexterity. You know.
Oh, you want like a fake
Assassin's
hand?
Creed blade.
Yes.
I don't think I can make something, but I know of somebody who specializes in
Pros-
I guess they're called not prosthetics, but he makes these things out of metal and stuff, and
Oh, you know
they're said
what?
to live. He could probably make something for you. I don't know much about him,
Who is it?
but I don't know a name. They just call him the Tinkerer.
Varian pipes up and tosses Enix. Says, I wonder if you can make, instead of like a blade, if you could turn your arm into like a grenade launcher, right? And you could put
Oh,
like smoke
strap the gun
grenades in
to it. Just
Oh yeah, there you
Just,
go.
like put like smoke grenades or like high explosive grenades or like poison like grenades, and you could just shoot it. That would be like your thing. Obviously, you would lose the ability to stab things, but your utility goes way up.
I launch it by
But
going, "Ah!"
I heard that the Tinkerer is on an island, or is he? I heard he is on the continent Arlefs, which is it's near here. I've heard stories from the ship that we do have the interaction with, the Autumn's Embrace, which is the ship that brought you here. That Arlefs was good friends with.
Nice.
Okay.
I hear that he apparently he makes machines for war, and he's been selling it to both sides, to the mixed colonies and to the
Would it Elder?
What happened
the
to our
em-
buddy? What happened to our buddy that we dropped off here?
Narlos is still resting. He's gotten a lot better. If you want to go visit him, I can point you in this direction. But
Has Ildren heard of the Tinkerer since he's from the mixed colonies?
you've heard of very higher ups scrounging up a lot of money to buy special stuff.
Okay.
You have no idea what it is. But you do know that the mixed colonies in Avertheran are not the happiest together.
Yeah.
And you've heard rumors of a war being brewed. It's not started.
Okay, so
But they hate each other.
as this is going on, I'm going to distribute my book to Amir. Turns into the crate. No, I'm giving her the handy haversack. I'm giving the book that's a crate to Ildren.
Okay.
You have a book that you can unfold into a crate now. So 3 feet by 3 feet.
What did you call it?
Crate book.
I literally call it a book crate. Yeah, that's what I have for it.
So
And it's what by what? Sorry.
The book opens up into a crate that's 3 by 3.
the last reward I will give you. I don't know if you will ever need to use this, but it's
And
special.
I took the stuff out of it too. And I put it into the bag of holding.
He puts on this bar of very silvery-looking metal that has a slight veins of red go through it. This is a mithril that has been mixed with the crystals that grow in this cavern. We found a vein of it, and we were able to refine it down into a few bars. Very rare. We don't know if it will do anything special other than regular mithril, but it's worth a shot. We have a few. I will give you one since you brought us a fucking dragon. I am excited to... I can do so much with that.
I make it very clear that Razan is, recovering from,
Yes.
depression.
Yes.
And you must.
But
destroy-
what best to get past depression than heating up a forge with his mighty...
I agree with you. I think he would love to be used, but be nice to him
Need-
because you don't want
Oh, trust us. We respect.
a mad gold dragon.
Must feed his ego. It's very dramatic.
Might even want to make a statue of him.
So, if one of you wants to write down the red-veined mithril bar, or red-veined mithril ingot.
All right, I will take that and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Enix is gonna show him that piece, that thing that he found, that he made into a necklace. Do you know what this is?
That appears to come from some sort of creature. Armor plating, natural, definitely not designed. And that's about all. I don't know what from.
Do anything special?
He kind of picks up a sharp tool and he just stabs it. It's resistant.
Alright.
If you had more of it, you could probably make some okay armor.
Will you teach me how to take apart and rebuild this weapon? So I know
That will be a little bit more difficult, but I will teach you how to shoot it, how to reload it, and very basic tinkering. Okay, so if you want to take a few hours, I'll teach you how to do that.
Sure. Teach me the ways.
I'll be right
Look
back.
up very That's fine. I need to look up specific
Does
stuff.
anybody want the Fate script, or can I sell it?
Sell it.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody what it is.
Who are you gonna sell it to?
I don't know who's the best vendor for that kind of thing.
Roll a investigation check.
Oh, almost 19.
Anybody else know?
You don't. Looking around, you think there may be some shops in the Goblin camp, maybe some in the other camp,
let
but
them
they're
know
kind of a
probably
little bit distracted.
like-
Everybody's away from where they were by the fucking dragon that just walked through town.
Oh, I asked Telvinian if he can make, even if they don't work, but they're just for show, can he make something for like his wings? Is that possible?
That's a lot of. Those are big. I will talk to.
Just something he can flex, you know?
I will talk to Madame Scarlet. See if she can give us some wood. Large shipments of it. I might be able to make some faux or fox wings.
If he has any gold paint that matches.
Yes, I have a bunch of gold spray paint in the back.
Okay,
For my tagging years.
Can try. That.
Ildren's gonna go to the temple. It's a Palor temple of Palor, I'm assuming.
So, You said Telvanine had a partial reward for us, but we got all the gold.
There's
Yeah. Yeah.
but there's
No,
another
we
part
got
of
our reward.
the temple.
He also offers you the necklace.
The amulet thing that
Oh.
we had made.
Yeah, can I take that?
Yeah, sure.
The Palor's armor amulet.
Yep.
You guys mind? Anybody opposed?
It didn't take that
Another
long to
client.
fix.
I'd love for you to wear that everywhere you go.
Scroll down.
You're not muted, Beast.
All right. At this point in time, I actually want to start perusing through the town a little bit.
What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking to go through the goblin camp. Variant has this weird paranoia that he thinks that Red Hobgoblin might be like part of the Crescent Sword, so he's actually going to do a little looking.
I'll walk into town with you, but more obvious of what I'm looking for, just like a merchant.
And I'm using Pass Without a Trace while I'm doing this. And we're stealthy.
This is after we've been taught.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say you guys sleep for a night. Just make it easy.
And Amir's rolling with me.
I'm a little further back. I'm pretty obvious.
So a little thing about the gun: if you reload, or if you fire it and you roll a 1, it actually misfires.
So
Just so you know.
sorry. Roll it with a 1 and it misfires.
If you roll it with a 1, it misfires, and it holds 4 bullets. You're gonna have to reload it. So keep track. You can put a little
Keep track
one of
of
those
the
little
counter.
boxes. Yeah, if you want to use one of the boxes to your side, you could just put bullets and make 4 out of 4, and every time you shoot, you mark down 1. Does
Thanks for the follow, Merrily the Pun.
that make sense?
Thank you for following.
So Amir falls and hits her face and decides, fuck it, I'm going with Anubis.
Under tool.
Well, here I'll show you.
Oh, pistol. I see. You're adding it right now.
Yeah.
All right, Ildren's going
So
to
you
the
have-
temple.
So you have 4 in the gun, and then you have 20 extra.
But the practice rounds are supplied by the guy, so if you go to
Yes.
the guy, he'll give you like practice rounds and teach you.
Just gonna
Yeah.
make this, just checking to make sure it works. Yes. And then damage is just a D10. And it does get your rage damage too.
Nice.
He pulls the trigger angrily. Ah!
Angrily. Ah! And I scream with ferocity to make the bullets fly faster. All right, Amir. Let's go find a vendor.
Yes, Amir says in an almost man-like voice.
Well, Amir,
Roll a perception
investigation.
check, both of you. Roll investigation checks, actually, all 3 of you. And what are you looking for? What is everybody looking for?
I'm looking for the vendor. Like somebody to sell that dagger to.
Jesus, dude. These fucking
And then
rolls are wild.
Amir, what is she looking for?
So Amir was gonna go with Varian, but fell and hit face. Varian just left him. Just left her.
She had a squirrel moment. Squirrel!
So as you're walking through Anubis, you get kind of like distracted as you find what functions as a very small market square. That most of the stalls are vacant, but you see one of like an old, like kind of gray-haired, bearded goblin, kind of just sitting there, all hunched over.
Okay.
Back in my day, I saw many dragons. What do you
bet
want?
You did. I'm just looking to sell a few items.
I'm looking to buy a few items. What do you got?
I've got this handy dandy dagger I've been using, but it's not quite what I need right now.
Kind of takes it from you. Well, you're good at hitting whenever you're shooting for with this.
Yeah, multiple.
What else you got?
Death. I guess I'm gonna sell my battle axe because I don't need it anymore. I've got my sword.
How much you looking to get out of these?
How much do you think they're worth? I'm gonna see what you think first.
I could give you 25 gold.
It's not gonna cut it. That thing's killed many of things and is still strong.
I'd kill many of things.
But you're not still strong. As I kind of.
You want to test that out right now? Is he points the dagger at you?
I stand up to my fullest and look down at him.
Kind of gets up off his seat, raises up a few inches, still hunched.
I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
75 gold as he sits back down. Rolled a natural 1 on not being intimidated.
All right, that's a deal.
Pumps a sack full of 75 gold. Kind of
Sweet.
stashes it away. Takes the battle axe, kind of just leans it up against because there's not really anywhere for him to put it. It's bigger than him and almost as big as the stall.
Can I see if he's selling anything while I'm at it? Might as well.
What you're looking over, he has a few beat to shit weapons.
Okay.
They're goblin weapons. All the other stars appear to be closed, probably because there was a dragon that walked through town.
Yes. Well,
This old man seems to not be deterred by any
intrigued.
dragon.
So while this all was happening, I stealthing and I switched to a hobgoblin with my disguised self.
You hear a voice from behind you. You know you're not good at that.
Ah, fuck. What?
We don't really
I
get a lot
say.
of travel here, so the goblins that are here kind of stay, and they're all the same. So looking like a random one wouldn't really do you.
I turn around and I look to see who's talking to me.
And you see a female hobgoblin.
Red.
You don't know if it's the same as Amir's because you didn't see it. But
So I turn to look to her and says, I think I may be looking for you, but I'm not sure. As I go back to my regular self.
not really hiding magic. So, what are you looking for in this shanty town of a place?
Well, I just noticed that we had struck your attention, and clearly there was a dragon
You
there.
brought a fucking dragon in, so I think
No,
you struck a lot of people's attention.
Right, but most of your people hid, but you did. I'm curious to know your story.
Well, us hobgoblins aren't like the other goblinoids. We're made of harder stuff.
I ask what originally brought you to Brighthaven.
I was sent by my people to start a camp, I guess you could say. I was one of the... You see, goblin races don't do a lot on their own, especially she kind of looks around, the low-life goblins. It's up to the hobgoblins to get shit started. I was part of the group that got shit started. Or at least kept shit started.
What's the hierarchy here in Brighthaven? We kind of went through pretty quick last time, so...
Dark elves keep to themselves, goblins keep to themselves, we trade, and there is open communication if you want, but...
Is there any sort of, like, superiority complex from either one of the races?
So the elves... They think they're better than us, because they are better than all the little ones. They're not better than me.
I see.
Goblins are submissive, they do what they need to survive.
So you must be pretty
Bugbears are
talented
annoying as fuck to
in
work
order
with.
to
What?
find- You must be pretty talented in order to find me so easily. That was very, very easy.
I mean, it's not that hard when you're not really hiding.
I was hiding. I rolled 26.
To her, you are hiding.
Oh, jeez.
Like I said, you're very talented because I definitely was hiding, and most people I get by.
I would lie if I said I wasn't interested in your group. Where are you guys heading next?
Intelligence check? I don't remember.
You guys haven't decided. She's asking.
Do we have any other like outstanding missions that I'm forgetting about? Because I know we did this.
You know about the Tinkerer in Arliss, which is
Right.
where she says that she's from. But you also know Ivan Theran has the wizard that you could talk to.
I'd say we go to the Tinker. Because we just
You know, it almost might be worth checking back in. No,
she could guide
You
us. to the
did leave
Tinker.
Catherine Cove a little bit sketchy. Remember you guys kind of ran?
Yeah, we
Oh,
jumped off the
right.
dock.
Yeah, going back there would be
yeah.
worth waiting.
I asked the hobgoblin, since you're such a resourceful individual and you're clearly talented, do you know of any way to get us back to the coast without going through the surface?
The only way to get to the coast is the surface.
There's no other ways to get there? Any shortcuts?
There's probably a few Underdark tunnels that connect to it if you want to travel in the Underdark for days and days and days and days and days in unmapped areas. But your group brought back a dragon, so I assume that you're not against doing shit like that.
Say, would you know somebody who can lead us?
I've been on the surface a few times. I could.
Well, not
Lead
through
you,
the
I
surface,
guess.
but through the Underdark to the caves. Last time we were out there, we ran
Do you
into
know the history of these people?
what people? The hobgoblins? I'm talking to you. I ain't talking about the dark elves.
Us hobgoblins come from the surface. Most of us fled down here after the dragon showed up.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Well, if you want to get back, you're gonna have to go to the dragons. Anyways, the drow used to not be. Let's just say a lot of the dark elves weren't as nice as. There's a reason that they don't really associate themselves with the past versions. And Halo is such a big fucking thing here.
Bunch of dicks.
Well, drow, or at least what used to be bright elves, were labeled as evil, and so most of them became evil, and these people want to move past that.
I see.
Part of that was separating themselves from what they like to call the web. And they left the place in disarray. And a lot of the
Web of
Underdark
what?
tunnels were collapsed back there. But new ones show up now and then.
Web of what? I asked.
The web is what they called their home village, I guess.
Is that what all
The
those caves and
capital.
holes are out there?
This part of it is from that. Probably leads to more of the Underdark. Some of it might just be caves. Others of it might be remnants of the Summoner's War. This place was a giant battleground. One of the marked, as they like to call them.
I ask if she knows of any Crescent Sword mercenaries in this town.
None that I know of. I heard that there was activity in. Okay.
Don't trust. Nope. I don't know anything though.
She's hard to read. You get the sense that she has her shit. I don't know of any in here.
There was some in. Oh, what was it? Craven?
Yep.
There's some in Craven though. It'd be weird if there weren't any.
Well, I do know that she sent some. The head priestess, sent some to Craven because there's not really any. They had the council, but they wanted protection there. So that was, as far as I know, that's the main reason they sent them. Was more of protection and not ruling. But that got out of hand pretty quick.
I
Because Drow
asked
don't
the
know how to keep their
hobgoblin
shit on
her
lock.
name.
Yes, my name is. That's the wrong list. Nope, that's the wrong list. My name is Rella.
Rilla, here's my business card.
I would like to travel with your group if you are leaving. Even if that means going to the surface.
I tell you what. I am only one of many members. of my
6.
group. You don't know that, okay? We could take the dragon too. Could be 7. All right.
I don't mean any offense, but if you want to hide from the dragons, taking a bigger one out there, I don't think that's going to be good.
I agree with you, but it might dissuade them from attacking us.
I don't know. Or your clipped buddy could just make an easy talk.
They say you be careful how you talk about Razan.
Why? You have a little crush on him. Does it offend you?
No, I think if you start saying that stuff and rumors start spreading, different type of dragon's gonna be here. You should be respectful. You're not so good looking yourself.
Thank you. I hope to be
What?
meeting the rest of your group soon.
But I will be coming back with my group to talk to you, so I'm sure you'll be following me anyways. I'll head on my way. Here's my business card.
What do you hand her?
I hand her a rock.
Just a little pebble with an engraving.
Says, call JG Wentworth 877 catch now on it. And I go meet up with children at the temple.
Yeah.
All right,
Everybody goes to the temple.
Bruce Lee's out getting some food.
Like always. So you go into the temple, and the first thing you notice is very much like the other temple. They have like a public layer, and then they have the second. You see Kalinar goes back out. The dragon seems to have been moved over to a one of the mine shafts that had collapsed. It's currently being cleared out. The dragon's helping a little bit. You kind of hear him
being
talk.
dramatic.
You know, back in the war, I used to do this. I used to do stuff that was way more difficult than this. Back when I had my wings. See him talk.
Nice.
I love it.
This is my favorite character.
I'm
You're
glad.
so good.
You almost
You're
missed
so
him,
good.
too.
That's what happens when you throw a kraken at me. I start immediately running away from.
So you see the guards perk up as you go, and then Kalinar's like, "No, free to see, priestess."
Cool. So we go.
That's just to walk in.
Yep.
I want Ildren make a Constitution check, just real quick.
Like a save or just a check?
A check, not a save.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Okay, so you guys walk in to the second. They actually open up like a silver gate to get to the second part. The first part's basic temple set up for meetings. You do see like one or two drow in there, and then kind of like bow to you as you walk by. Light be with you, as they say, as you walk by.
Might be with you.
Walk
as
into the
well.
second room. The
I
second room
say
is
the darkness with you.
the first thing you notice is it's a lot brighter in here. There's glowing, just hanging orbs that just glow like this white, calming light. Looking forward, you see two globes that hang down that glow with blue light, and below that, sitting on a almost throne made of stone, you see an elf, but not. She looks like a drow in terms of physical features, but her skin is pure white.
Does this chick look exactly like the one I saw?
Yes. She's wearing these robes made of white trim on them. And next to her throne, she has a long gold and platinum staff. It's kind of like gold and platinum twirled together.
Oh, that's sick.
She look like a bright elf? What we would know as a bright elf?
You guys have never seen a bright elf because they are all dark elves. As you walk in, you hear this. Her voice is almost heavenly. Hello. I have been waiting to speak with you. I was hoping I would catch you the first time you wandered through, but I guess you didn't like our city enough to stay.
I didn't know
Just
you
on-
worship Palor as much and had a temple here. I definitely would have stopped by to see you.
You do see above her is you see two symbols. You see the common symbol for Palor, but you also see the symbol of the necklace they've been carving. Both made out of gold. You may call me the High Priestess. Names mean nothing. Well,
Rough.
nothing to
You may
me.
call me Ranger.
Ranger it
Means
is.
nothing.
Varian.
Good to see you again.
Anubis.
Hello.
Nice.
Phoenix.
I'm
Amir.
Dragonborn.
Bruce Lee. And finally, Ildren.
I'll bow. It is.
I'm
it is
very
my,
confused. You said names mean nothing, and then you named all of us.
It is-
so I
Names
don't-
mean nothing.
It's my pleasure.
My name means nothing, is what I meant.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it's
I
nice to
am-
see you again, I say.
I thought our conversation wasn't private, but what are you going to do in these days? You did a great service for us.
Yes.
Bringing back the three pieces means a lot.
Palor
Us is in the city.
has blessed this place greatly.
And we brought you a dragon.
Yes, that is the most unexpected thing that I think anybody. I don't even think Paylor was seeing that shit coming.
He did. He definitely led us to him. It was.
It was all Paylor. Apparently, everything's Paylor. Did you know that? Down here in these damn caves, everything's
We
Paylor.
were guided.
You would be surprised, young one. I just wanted to thank you personally. There's nothing more. You do not have to stay here for any longer. I wanted you to get a word from somebody that wasn't just another person talking to you. What you did means a lot for our town, and I do hope in the future we may repay what you have done more.
I appreciate that.
If you have any services that are needed, we are happy to try to fill them out to the best of our abilities. We will
I
give
kind
you
of raise my
supplies if
hand.
you are leaving. Yes?
Say
You can
two
just
things.
speak. This isn't a classroom.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt you, so I was just. Two things. Can you heal Enix's hand so he doesn't have to wear that stupid thing?
I was gonna say,
That
can
is
you
beyond-
do anything about this?
She gets up from her throne. Very slowly she walks down and she does take your stuff, removing the glove. She puts her arm around it. I think it was a good reason you lost this. I'm sure you will find something to replace it soon. She walks back up.
Better than this thing. I know they had fortune tellers around here. Can you read this? Can you read my good palm?
It says right here you are Dragonborn.
I am Dragonborn.
And the second thing, I ask if it's possible if she can repair wings.
That is a different story. I think with
Very
time, being amongst people, he's Razan. He's known for being a bit dramatic. I think with time he will become more accepting to his abilities and understand that he can make up for his lost in flight another way. Surviving in the Underdark for a long time is not an easy thing to do for even a creature native to it.
I asked the priestess if she was in her physical form in Craven, or if that was just like a hologram.
No, I was not actually there.
Okay, I was just checking.
Mentally there.
May I ask?
It's one of the few parlor tricks I can do.
You look like you have been touched by Pelor himself.
You could say that.
We have not seen. I have spoken with Pelor myself.
I guided these people to freedom to do service for the sins that their past committed. Freeing these people from the web was not an easy thing to do, but with their help and their will, we were able to do it. The web now lies in disarray, deep in the Underdark, separated from us. Hopefully to never see the light of day again. And now I lead to make sure this village can survive without me. When I go to pass, I do hope this village, Brighthaven, becomes a bolstering city where people from all over will come, whether they be drow, elf.
I kind of raise my hand and say that's never going to happen with those dragons.
I think the dragon problem will have to be dealt with at a later time.
I'm just saying, like, it's not going to thrive if people can't get here without being killed.
Dude, once we
Well, the dragons weren't always here,
They're gonna come back and kill.
and I have a feeling that hopefully in a few years they may not be here. But we have survived a long time. We will wait if it is necessary.
It just didn't sound like you made it sound like you had a lot of time left.
You speak as if your time is very short.
It may be or may not be. I have seen visions of a lot. But trust me, the 3 shards you brought back will be put to great use very soon.
Did you have any visions of me, lady?
Ah, I did not. Learning your names is an easy thing to do if you pay attention. But I did see you guys coming here. Eventually. A bit sooner than I thought, but it worked.
Yeah.
Well, if you need any supplies when you're leaving, just ask and we will book. I hope your reward was suitable.
It'll do for now.
I mean, we could have asked for a little more, considering the dragon.
I did hear that Televinian tried to give you as much as he could.
He
There's not.
was very generous to us.
Very generous.
It was very generous, but I expected a little more.
The only thing I have left to offer you is my blessing. Though for some of you that may not do much.
I will take that.
And it looks to you, Varian.
I look back and I go, "You're pretty smart."
With
Ask
age comes
if,
wisdom.
Hey, Lord.
If I could have like any sort of like the parlor trick that she speaks of, like what's the distance it can go?
It takes time to set up the way I do it anyways. There are different ways to do what I do and some are easier if you are more arcane knowledge based. Like
I suggest that it would be even if somehow we were able to maybe just one time you give us something to let you know we want to speak with you, and then you could use your parlor trick to show up and we could ask you questions if we come across a problem.
would love to do that. But it takes time for me to set up a place where I can do that. It is not something
Sure.
that I can summon anywhere. I have to takes a few weeks at most to build a enchantment there.
I'm sure Razan can help.
I don't know if Jazan would want to help yet. Might take some time. I will look into doing something like that.
Okay.
Well, enough of this.
And if I get it to work,
mumbo-jumbo.
I will tell you myself.
I'm gonna head to
Alright.
shoot some.
Sounds good.
guns. I go practice. Learn
Yeah.
mumbo jumbo.
I'm gonna look for their
How long?
offering plate that they have.
Yeah, the first temple you walked through, the first part you did had that. Had it.
May Paylor bless you. May the light be upon you forever.
Ooh, I asked about Spike.
I don't know what Spike is. Who?
So I asked about do I know its name? I know we know, but do I know what it is?
You know it's a bullet
Yeah,
after he said
okay.
it.
So I asked, there's a bullet in there that has like shards on the back that looks like it has some sort of runes on it. Someone had mentioned it being controlled by something. I'm wondering if you know this.
It has not been unheard of for bullets to be used as mounts for stuff. We've been looking to try to get our own, but they're not as common here. So the fact that you found one, especially one covered in crystals, is unusual. Chances are it escaped from somebody or its owner died.
Seemed very nice.
Then I would guess that somebody is going to be looking very hard for it.
That's
Or that person
probably-
may be dead.
Oh, I'm gonna
Happens
go
a lot.
back and get Spike. I want to
Yeah.
be my mount. That's my horse.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk around with a boulette and a gold dragon like that's our party.
Yeah, that's a party.
No.
We're gonna
if you do
trade
not
in
mind,
Phoenix
I
for a
have-
gold dragon. We're gonna trade in Bruce Lee for a boulette.
Well, at least he
Never hear
may talk a lot more than.
Do you guys leave the temple after that?
I go to find Bullet. Spike.
I'll linger for a bit.
It's deep in the other. You're gonna have to...
I'm gonna take that one guy. Where is he?
So I'm gonna do some Amir RP actually.
It kind of. Do you want to? You find him after he's talking to one of the guards. You want to go back and get the bullet?
Yeah, this lady said that she could be a mount, and I think it could be really handy.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nobody's interested in helping you.
You're gonna help me, damn it.
Did the priestess tell you to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a deception check.
But just know that I'm counting this as part of your reward. I will tell her that this is part of the reward. don't know if that will affect stuff in the future, but I'm telling her that.
You don't give a fuck.
He'll take you back.
Go to
Okay.
get Spike.
So I'm gonna have Amir talk to.
You get to Spike. What are you doing? I'm gonna play this out real quick.
I walk up to Spike and I give him a little nut, like a little pet under the chin, where his mark is, just softly.
Okay.
And then I kind of like, not forcefully, but like lay his head down like I'm gonna mount him. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you like mounting those big beasts.
Oh yeah. And then I see if he's okay with me
He
kind
does
of grabbing his
Yeah,
side.
he does bow his head like a horse would.
Okay. And then I kind of grab his side. Does he take
Make
it
that-
okay?
Animal handling check with advantage.
Ooh, baby!
There we go.
Easily, you are able to mount this, and you do see a part where the crystal has kind of been chipped away, and it creates it almost like satellite. A little bit
Oh,
small for
baby.
you. Seems like whatever was riding this might have not been humanoid sized. Yeah, definitely not Goliath sized, but maybe even smaller than a humanoid. But you're able to sit there. Okay.
And
And he kind of perks up, and yeah, you're able to sit there.
chipping away more crystal. Does that hurt him?
Doing that doesn't seem to affect him, though.
Okay, I'm gonna make it comfortable for me.
You kind of see the ranger sitting there, just like, it's fucking crazy. That's what-
First, they come right into town on a dragon.
I'm surprised humans haven't gone extinct. I mean, it's your Goliath, though. But still.
I don't live very long. All right.
And I'm
Okay.
Do you push him to go? Make another animal handling check at advantage. See.
How I make this thing giddy up? Rough. It's a little hard to get.
It's a little bit, yeah. It's weird. But eventually, with the ranger helping you, you're able to get him to start going, and he actually does leave the crystals. That takes you about probably 8 hours total to get there and then get back.
Sweet. Riding
You
on.
eventually all see Anubis come back with a with Spike. Let me just hold on and look for something real quick. Is it not there? Is it? We'll use a basilisk for his little thing.
So is he gonna count as a bond, or?
It might take some time for him to start taking direct orders, but right now you can easily ride him.
Okay.
Since he was already trained, it's not too hard.
I'm gonna keep,
But to become like a permanent mount that's like as loyal as like a horse might take some time.
I'm gonna keep training him then. Good old Spike boy.
So Amir's gonna walk up to the high priestess after everybody left, and she wants to have a conversation about her dual god situation.
What? So wait, what are you asking?
So she's like, I come to you for guidance. I have an issue here. I know you're.
You should be able to control him now.
I believe you're of Palor. That is correct. Like you worship Palor.
Yeah, you could say that.
Do you mind being more specific when you say you could say that?
As in, you could say that I believe in Palor.
Did I say something else? Like, do you believe in other gods?
You could say that.
I see. You say many things. Okay. So Amir kind of brings out the fire sword, right? And she says, as I was traveling through the Underdark, attaching myself to this.
It's not a smart idea, you do know.
Huh?
It's not a smart idea to just start making bonds with stuff you don't understand.
No, but I decided to make that decision in the heat of the moment. So this is my bond that I have now.
May I see the... Keep holding the sword. May you bring it closer?
So I say, it's not the sword itself that bonded with me. It is the ember that I crushed, and it absorbed into me, and it flashed all the lives of the people who lived before me who were bonded with it.
She's gonna check it real quick.
19.
Oh, 19. Damn, she knows a lot now. Well, it's... How do I say this? It's not a god, but it is powerful. Or at least whatever it was powerful.
So
What is your concern with it?
I ask if I could still, like, is it okay with my God? You know, like kind of like a confessional type thing. Like, will my God still love me if I use? Because you said it's not a God, so I can do both, right? I can appease this item and also appease my God.
Do you still worship your god?
Yes.
And I think you'll be fine.
It's a little
If you
complicated.
start worshipping this, then I would start getting worried.
I ask, can you tell if I can start channeling my light through this ember?
That is up to you, not to me. I
Why
do
don't-
get the sense this thing that you are holding is not a simple magic item. This thing, whatever it was once alive. Very alive. Be careful.
I see. Is it like the Thor Ragnarok thing with the helmet? You put it in the fire of Asgard and then it turns into...
Stay away from the fire of Asgard. And the Marvel movies in general. Just don't watch it.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what she tells you.
So Amir is pleased to know that she can wield the weapon and also... Oh, that's a sick token.
But she just might not be as powerful.
I ask if she could take the ember out without killing me.
Do you want me to take it out right now?
I'm just asking if you could.
From my experience with... hold on. Damn it, she rolled another one, but then an 18. My experience with magic items that are sentient is they usually want something in return. Fail to return that thing, and it shouldn't be that hard to get rid of it.
You wouldn't be able to remove it.
You might be able to. I probably can't do anything.
How would I remove it? Just by not doing what it wants? Like, wouldn't that kill me potentially?
Have you tried removing it? Tried
I
willing it
would-
out?
By what?
Have you tried willing it out of you? Your body is yours. You are in control of it. This thing is merely renting a space.
You know what?
Vacate it from that space.
Let's go for it. With her help, I'm going to try to vacate it from my body.
With her helping, make a wisdom check with advantage.
Skip this. I'm just walking Spike around town, just getting used to him.
He's actually probably like that side.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No.
Focusing into your hand, you feel it fight against you. A voice creeps in the back of your head and says, "No, you need my power." And then it gets cut off, as in your hand, the ember forms. It wasn't that hard, was it?
No, it turns out Natural 20 is pretty cool. So as it comes out of like Amir's body and she hears like the basic I will not like false worship. And so she takes the ember, takes it out, and she says, "This was probably not meant for me. I think I have a party member who will do better with it."
Then go give it to them.
Alright, I thank the priestess for her time and her counseling. And I look forward to speaking with her in the future.
So,
I walk out and I find Anubis walking around a fucking spike.
I'll give you the stats for that. I'll give you the stats for that after the game.
It's a Spike!
See Anubis. Televanian has actually rigged up a semi saddle mouth harness.
Cool.
He's like, this should I've been really hoping we would get a bullet, so I've kind of been working on prototypes. This will do the job.
I heat Anubis over as the mirror.
I kind of shimmy off of a Spike and kind of point down to sit, see if he does it. I don't know.
Well, an animal handling check with advantage. Because you were the one that, like, basically marked on him. Kind of gets distracted playing with some rocks that are rolling around on the
Sweet.
floor.
That's okay. He can play with the rocks.
Picks up one of the rocks and starts eating it.
Yes, eat the rock. Okay.
Show the
What's
rock.
up? How you doing?
I believe this is meant for you. I've seen my God speak to me, and this thing speak to me, and I believe it fits you better than it fits me. And I hold the ember out in my hand for Anubis to take if he wants to.
Yeah, I'll take it. So I grab it.
Yeah.
And I look into it for a moment.
It's a glowing ember. Feels hot, but doesn't burn you.
And then as I look into it, I bite my lip and go rage, and I just crush it as hard as I can.
As you crush it, the same thing happens where your hand like. Oh, so by the way, as you ejected the ember from you, the burn mark that was in the center of Amir's hand that has stayed there is gone.
Okay.
The center of your hand burns like fire, but you're raging. You've dealt this before.
Feels
You
good.
do take 11 points of fire damage, not half. I rolled pretty high on those.
You have to do the save like we had to do originally?
Amir didn't have to do the save when she held it.
Oh, okay.
And your hand burns, and the cracks start to form as they spread across your body.
Dude,
You feel
I'm just-
powerful.
I'm just laughing.
It is a magic item that takes attunement, so you are
I'm
attuned to it.
Taking it.
So that's what you should. I will give you the stats after the game.
Perfect. Dude, I've got a giant spike and I'm a freaking rage god now. I'm feeling pretty good.
I have access to all that because I have the monsters manual. Loaded.
Alright. You guys gonna head out now to the surface?
Yes. I think we need to go see this tinkerer. Get this
Yeah.
get this stump done.
Before you guys go, you guys are all in a group, and you do see Rella, or who Varian knows. Varian knows. Yeah, hobgoblin. Yeah, she has her backpack on. So your group is leaving. Have you told them about me yet?
Say no. We've been a little busy, but this is Rella. She wishes to join us. She was the hobgoblin that stared at us on the way in that Amir noticed.
Made it quite a scene.
Yes, we do that. As I point at Spike and I go, we're pretty crazy.
I'm just scratching.
One day you have to show me the zoo where you're getting all these from. I really want to see it.
He's,
So.
ve-
The Underdark.
he's very good at animal handling, apparently. And that other guy's good at speaking to anything that does with Paylor.
It's pretty true.
Well, going to the surface. It'll be good to be back.
Yes, I will be.
Where are you guys heading?
Be glad to see the sun again.
We're heading to see someone called the Tinkerer.
Well, we haven't really decided where we're going.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to see the tinkerer.
If you're heading to see the Tinkerer, he does reside on where I'm.
Oh, really?
Oh, I see. We're just not doing, group things anymore. As far as I know, Bruce Lee hasn't said a word. And I control 2 members.
Oh, Bruce is
We got 3.
intoxicated, and I pick him up and hold his head and say, "Tinkerer, Tinkerer it is. We're gonna go to the Tinkerer."
As far as I was considering, I was actually hoping we would go to Arlis so I could return to my village. I was just gonna follow you guys to the ship and then leave when you guys left the ship.
All right, Varian.
If you're heading to Arlis, though, I can show you to a hobgoblin village.
Say at some point in time, though, we need to handle a cutthroat, dock
Oh,
situation.
yeah, that little freaking schmuck bucket who ran away.
Well, I think give it another little bit to cool down, and then we'll go there and have our billet eat him.
I'm down for that. I'm sure Spike will be happy.
Although, I go say goodbye to Razan. I wish him good luck.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
waddle up.
good
Oh,
fortune.
you're leaving me alone.
You got this, buddy. You're beautiful.
Yes, I will. Children will go as well. Pelor has blessed you to be with these people. You are a blessing to
saying
them
that.
as well.
I don't believe you.
Or you should.
Plus, we have some nice things coming. Just give them. Might be very happy with what happens here.
I guess.
I mentioned that he should help Televinian with starting a forge.
I haven't breathed fire in a long time. That might be nice.
It'll bring back good memories.
I could show them how good my fire breath is.
They would love that.
What we hear,
Shoot,
Don't
film
burn
it.
any of the buildings down.
the tales of you from the war were magnificent. That your flame shot across the sky, and that Pelor himself was impressed by the brightness of your light.
They did shoot across the sky when I could fly.
But you are...
They still can go across the sky.
You
just won't
see a
be in the
tear
sky.
start to form in his face.
Oh.
Is this like he turned around real quick and put some like drops in and then
Pulls out a little dragon tissue and turns that aside.
But look at the magnificence of you now. And I'll cast the light spell and shine it off of him again to be like, look at how you glow.
Kind of almost like subtly strikes a pose as you do. It does look nice, I guess.
Pelor bless you.
And now,
through the dealings of like being in a town, did I notice like people paying attention to Varian, like any of the Crescent Sword type members walking around, or anybody trying
roll
to
a
like, fly on us?
perception check.
Fucking paranoid about these kids.
Anyone following behind Ildren trying to decide, do I kill Varian or Ildren first?
Varian or Ildren? Come on.
No, you don't notice anybody. You guys do have like eyes on you, just in general. Fucking wacky ass group that now has a.
Just trotting around.
Yeah. If the dragon wasn't weird enough, you brought back a bullet covered crystals that acts like a partially trained puppy.
You got a big ass dude riding.
Yeah. You have even a weirder dude riding the puppy.
My dreads are flown in the wind.
Your
right
group
now.
is mighty interesting, might I say so myself. You hear Rella speak.
Varian yells at Anubis, saying that now he's the one with the fire. I say, make your sword into fire. I want to see you do it.
I could do that?
You just
hold
pull out
on.
your sword.
Yeah, while I'm riding.
It's almost like you've been able to do it this entire time. That's how like instinctual it comes.
I love it. I just start laughing again.
As he has a fire sword riding on the back of a covered bullet. It's the cover of a heavy metal album. Are you guys all heading out?
I'm going to see if Televinian wants my puppy, my dog that I had. I don't want to see him come to the fate as the other one. His friend.
That guy got splatted, bro. Sad.
I don't know how you were able to get a dog in and out of the other side.
Oh.
But yeah.
Give it to Razan, dude.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes.
You running give? I don't. You see, I did tell
He's
you like,
gonna eat it, bro.
why don't you give it to Razan, but you like give it to me?
Okay.
But it's Razan's dog.
Yes.
I see. This is like when a kid says, "I want a dog," and then
It would give him something to talk to, though.
yes.
How
that is
about
cool.
you go with me? We will present him to him, and you will be his caretaker.
Fuck. Sure.
All right. We will take him.
You currently see Razan. Razan has pulled up like a discarded flattish ingot, and he's kind of like rubbed his hand against it, so he polished it like a mirror, and he's looking into it. What is it you wanted?
Razan, we have brought you a friend.
I already see. There's a lot of dark elves here. I don't know how he'll make a difference.
No, my dog companion is. We're unfortunately unable to take him, and thought that you could use a pet or a companion.
So because I can't fly, you wanted to give me another creature that couldn't fly?
Yes, but more of like a friend, another four-legged friend that you could.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
You could look upon him and. Hold on. Character sheet.
probably need that. It's pretty important. You might just hear Razan speak to you randomly throughout the entire game now. So I like his voice. It's fun.
What am I rolling? Persuasion.
What's the name of that movie that has like it's like So We Bought a Zoo or some shit like that?
Sure.
And
Guess I could use a dog.
Televidian said he will help to care for him.
I did say that. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Is
Thought you guys were leaving.
we are, but I just couldn't leave without saying goodbye one more time, my friend.
I understand.
I've
never seen a flightless drag anyone to get one more look at it.
No, it is the glory that Pelor has brought upon you is magnificent. May you always be in Pelor's light, and bless you, my friend.
I didn't sneeze. Y'all heading out? Okay. Your little ragtag group. Get to the surface. Takes you almost a little bit under an hour to get to the surface.
Hopefully we can hide from these dragons with this big fucking bullet with
Oh
us.
fuck! Hold on. 1 second.
You're doing primeval awareness?
No. I'm not doing that. Good. But I need that priestess to do something for me that I didn't. I wanted
Yes,
her
what
to
do you
look at. I wanted her to look at that vial I have that has a tadpole in it. It's like super nice and shit.
Oh, the gold.
The gold one? The gold one or the tadpole one? There's two.
Oh, both of them.
Okay, she'll look at the gold one first. It is, I don't know what you would call it, but, what I know it as is a, tear of the mithril drake.
Okay. What is
Drop it on something and it will turn it to gold. Something
of any size?
foot by foot, but
Oh.
very rare.
Tear of the Missile Drake. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
So the other one she's gonna look at. Yeah. Ooh. Where did you find this?
I found this.
The tadpole one is what she's asking about.
Did I find it in the bag of holding?
You found the tadpole one on the mind flares.
Oh, I found it on the mind flares we fought in the dark, whatever, the underdark, the down under, the upside down.
I'm not too familiar with them, but I think this is used in the reproduction. So, don't consume it.
What would happen if you did? Like, what if I gave it to somebody who drank everything?
I do not know if it needs other things to start becoming a mind flare, or if it's that, but you're welcome. You shouldn't test it out on people, that's just mean.
We have a guy who drinks everything, so.
Yeah, but I'm also like the Pope, so.
I don't understand. Are you threatening me?
No, she's just saying that she's like a being of good.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
See, well, it's not testing. He would consent, clearly. It's not rape. All right.
Have fun on the surface. Watch out for dragons. May the light shine away from you so you can hide from the dragons. Okay. Did you guys get to the surface? Are you doing primeval awareness?
I actually can't use primeval awareness to like peek on dragons. Not a thing.
Yeah, you can. You can use it at 3rd level. Why can't you use it?
Oh, I just forgot they were in the list. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're your favorite
Yeah.
enemy too.
Well, am I in an area that would be favored to me?
It's just on the region around you. It doesn't matter.
So if I'm in favored terrain, it's up to 6 miles. If I'm
Yeah.
not, it's 1 mile.
You're not in favored terrain right now. No.
But over here is favored terrain, right?
Yeah, but that's like a few miles away. probably like 2 or 3 miles away.
So we obviously slept like the night
Yes.
over, so I have like all my slots back.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has everything back.
I will go ahead and.
It's gonna be.
How many times can I use this per day? Once. Oh, I think it's available. What
Yeah,
level?
it's just a spell slot level.
Level 1 or level 2?
It's 1 minute for every spell for the level of the spell you expend.
Okay, we'll do it for first level.
Alright.
For dragons.
Focusing on it, you get a sense of dragons. You don't know how many.
Do I get a sense of it was the dragon we just came from?
You do get a sense of one behind you, definitely, yes.
Okay, but I get a sense of other ones as well?
You know you cannot determine the number.
Right, but I get a sense that it's like not the one that we just came from.
You get the sense that there's probably more than one.
Okay, I tell the group that we should move stealthily, and I will use Pass Without a Trace so we can move along.
Everybody roll a stealth check, and whoever's keeping watch roll a perception check. Or 2 people roll perception checks. 1 person. One person can roll a survival check because she'll roll a survival check too to guide you. Oh, she rolled well. Actually, that was normal. She still rolled well.
So I rolled a perception.
And who else wants to roll a perception check?
I'll have Amir do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you think Amir's gonna be mad at me that I gave away her? I think
Oh, she's definitely gonna be mad at you, yeah. But I think you did the right thing.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that advantage.
Varian roll with advantage because you're proceeding for dragons, I assume.
Yes, I am super proceeding for dragons.
So you get advantage because it's your favorite enemy.
I did get a 20 on the first, or 19 on the first one. Oh yeah, 20
Now
on
you
that
got a
one.
20. As you're stealthing forward, you see a lump in front of you. A few 100 feet.
Like a boulette?
No,
Like a lump like we saw the other dragon?
smaller.
Clearly.
It's a white
The
lump.
dragon is huge. Huh?
You see like a white lump. It's not moving.
Does Varian get the idea that it would be a TK if fight a dragon?
Young white dragon might be your level.
So, within the sphere of my silence that radiates from Pass Without a Trace, I'm going to ask the group, I'm going to tell them I see a lump in the snow. Like, obviously, it could be something that's sleeping there, and the snow's covered it. It's not as large as Razan, but still could be a formidable opponent if we walk up on it. If it's dragon, it might even know we're here already.
Since when are we afraid of dragons?
Yeah, well, that one was, we could tell it was a gold dragon, so it's different.
And we will-
These ones are
And we will tell him.
You didn't know it was a gold dragon when you went up to it.
We will tell him.
Anubis did.
We will tell him.
Oh, I'll roll a stealth check for the bullet. My bad.
We will tell him we are friends with a gold dragon. And we'll kick his ass if he dares
Luckily, he has
fight
a
us.
plus 10.
Who's saying that?
Just Enix being an idiot.
You gonna go forward and look at it? You're still like 300 feet.
Yeah, we'll go take a peek at it, man. Why the fuck not?
Make another perception check with advantage. Because you're trying to perceive dragons.
Whew.
Nice.
26.
How close are you getting? How close is everybody getting, and then how close is Varian getting?
Well, we're all going together.
Yep.
Okay, how close?
Right
How
around.
close are you guys getting?
100 feet?
120 feet.
120 feet.
You notice hints of red as you get closer.
Scales?
No, you don't know.
Red.
Like blood?
Just red. It's more like red bluish, but
been killed. Look,
We don't know what it is. It could be blood. It could be something. We're 120 feet away.
Still, the lump is definitely partially covered in snow, so it's hard to tell what it is.
If I were to do primeval awareness from this distance, would I know what that is? Like, if it's a dragon, like I would feel that. No, that's not how that works. Okay, all right, let's get closer.
You got very lucky. You could even sense that there was more than one entity.
I can sneak up on it and get a closer look.
No, we have to stay as a group. It's the benefit of passed down trace.
How close are you getting?
60 feet.
See more blue reddish. You're still facing the back of it, so
Can I determine it's a dragon
make a nature check.
at advantage?
Just make a nature check. Could be.
I mean, we're 60 feet away and I can't tell.
It's covered. You're first of all looking at the back of it. Second, it's covered in snow.
And I'm tired. I really can sneak around and get a view from the front. I don't need your spells. Pretty good at this shit.
You know what? I remember you walking up to that mimic chest. Do you remember that? I'm just asking, as a quick refresher here.
Oh yeah.
Portal. Portal.
Yeah, Mr. Kraken.
Alright, so-
I remember that.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you? Yeah, I beat the Kraken. You died to the mimic chest. All right. So go ahead and go in front of it.
I'm gonna try to sneak around.
Left or right?
This direction, whatever it is.
That's right.
The group is gonna move back to 120 feet at this point in time. This.
The group moving back 120 feet.
Oh, variant is so if they want to keep their stealth.
Yeah, I'll stay with them.
Yep.
Alright, Enix roll a new stealth check.
Anyone?
Sneaking up around. Make a perception check.
$12.
What you notice first is the head. Eyes partially opened and the tongue spilled out onto the snow.
It's dead,
Of
bro.
the dead white dragon.
Alright, I'm gonna run.
You see its stomach is ripped open, eviscerated. All the internal organs are almost... And there's just the snow in front of it, partially covered, not partially covered in some areas, is caked in red, bluish blood, almost purple-like.
Alright, I'm gonna...
This dragon, from what you can see, is not veined.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to it.
Okay.
I'll be like, "Get off me, dragon! I will slay you!" And I'm gonna stick my knife into the blood. And I'll be like, "It's safe. I have dealt with it. He is dead."
It's amazing. That's what he would do. You guys walk up.
Hey, sword racer.
I'm surprised he didn't throw a firebolt with his mouth. All right.
You guys walk up, coming around you, Varian, you recognize it.
You cut out. Can
You
you say
cut
it
out.
again?
You recognize this as a white dragon that's dead.
I recognize that it's one of the two dragons that originally.
You never saw them.
I never saw him. It's not veined though,
It's not veined.
so it's not one of them. Okay, not the other one. Wasn't one of them veined? One of those white dragons?
You know that in order to have a scale that was veined, at least one of them.
Do I know of these like scales to be valuable?
Not about the scales.
I'm gonna
The ones on the back are kind of there. Most of them are there.
loot.
Ones on the belly and stuff, it's just bare skin.
I'm gonna loot it before I was gonna loot him before I actually got there.
Roll a loot check.
That under L. I
Investigation
know.
check.
I'm kidding.
Can I try
19.
ripping out one of its teeth?
Wait, hold
Sure,
on.
roll a strength check.
Hold on.
So looking through, most of the scales on the wings, belly, legs, arms are gone. All the internal organs, almost all of the internal organs, besides a few remnants, are gone. Stomach completely ripped open from like middle of the neck to tail. This thing is eviscerated, and its ribs are just shattered. There's some scales on the back, not enough to get a clean hide, but if you wanted to try, you could take some. And there's some scales on the floor. You do see some claws have been taken and some teeth have been taken, but there's still some left. The eye on the side that was facing the snow is ripped out. The other eye's
So it
gone.
looks like this thing's been like already.
Looted and gone.
Yeah.
So I don't find it.
Looking,
I don't find anything.
no gold or anything. Let's split that left.
Okay.
Takes you a little bit. And you're not able to pull a teeth or a tooth out. Might need some help.
Somebody help me put in the hair.
This rage, dude. Your bullet can help.
Rella's gonna walk over and try to take a tooth out.
See, this is what happens if...
Did you guys do this on the way in here and not tell us?
I just did it now.
Yeah.
He was injured a little bit, but this is what happens when you mess with the dragon.
With your help, with her help, you're able to pull one out.
Nice.
Actually, like, it's like wiggling a little bit, so she just balls up her fist and punches the root, and it comes loose.
Can we rip out one of the bones from the like ripped up gut so I can give it to my Spike to chew on?
Yeah, easily enough. There's a bigger piece of a rib that you can find that's shattered. Spike likes it.
Can I
Spike
try to
starts
loot
licking
all
some of the red
the
snow.
scales?
Oh yeah, sure. Roll a investigation check to get all
I'd
the
like to
loose
do-
scales.
Yeah, like what I try to do is try to get something from scale mail, but like a dragon scale mail would be sick.
There's not, from like the armor that you wear. One, this is a young dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Two, a lot of the scales are already gone.
Okay.
Its horns, by the way, are also gone.
Like
You're able to find.
or chewed off.
Have
Well,
I ever heard of a group of
let's see.
people that's capable of doing this? Like, is there people who hunt dragons?
There's various people that want to be good enough to kill a dragon, but even your group going near them. Especially from there was two.
Because like another dragon wouldn't do this to a dragon, right? Like, it doesn't have a purpose to like take everything, so it has to be something that wants something from it.
You would get the sense. No dragon nature that you like. If they were to kill a dragon, they would display its body or
Right.
a metallic or a chromatic dragon that killed another chromatic dragon would definitely display its body and be like, "Look what the fuck I did."
Well,
But this is like savagely like ripped it apart.
Looking around, you get
We get what?
13 white dragon scales.
Not enough for armor.
Definitely not enough. No,
How much
you
would
need
be enough?
you need intact hides to get armor.
Can I try to take some of the hide? Or, like-
You could try, but it's all in the back, and so it's all like pushed up against the spine. It's not thick hide.
What about the end of its tail? Does it have like a spike or anything?
My dragon poster though. It just has a base tail. No spike.
So like it just has a high DC.
For what?
Is that what you're implying? That it'd be really difficult for me to do it, but I can still try.
Looking at the spine, there's not enough to make scale mail. This dragon has been thoroughly. Whatever did this, either needed a lot of the stuff for something or wanted to sell a lot of the stuff for something.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I take my 13 white dragon scales. I just kind of take note of any vendors that are selling this stuff.
If you guys
which-
want to continue to
Okay.
try, you could get 3 more teeth and 2 claws.
Might as well try for all of it, right?
Just
Yeah.
roll a strength check. She'll help again. Oh shoot. Well,
I don't need help.
actually,
got
I'll
it
say
all.
with that, you're able to get 5 teeth and 3 claws.
Thanks,
You're able to
guys.
get a little bit more teeth.
Stick this in your bag of holding, please.
I bet you the other one did it, is what Rella says.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Me
The other what?
The other dragon that was here, there was 2.
Aggressive.
I don't know why it would take its organs, though. That's what... Ripping off its scales and doing all that.
Maybe they're trying to do some.
Seems
kind of
extra.
spell.
I tell her, and the other one's a vein dragon.
Yeah, they're smart.
So I don't think it would do this. I think maybe.
Unless he was trying to make it look like it wasn't him.
But they're
Bane
dumb.
dragons are smart, but they're not that smart.
Well, even that breed of dragon is just a dumb breed, right?
Yeah, they're very primal.
Yeah. So I don't think they have that kind of thinking power. I just think if we'll just keep an eye on the markets and see if we'll ask if anybody's brought in any dragon stuff, and maybe we can find a lead that way.
She's gonna make a look around.
But one less dragon isn't a bad thing.
No, she doesn't know something. You guys
Yeah.
don't. It's true.
Phoenix is gonna look around the body.
We'll find a way to send
if he
word.
sees any other like tracks or
Items.
Roll invest. It looks like this has probably been here for at least 2.
so.
days,
Judging
right.
from all your investigation checks, probably.
Does
around
it
2 days.
look like the dragon fell through the trees, or if it landed right there? Like, did it
Roll
come
a-
crashing?
Investigation check and Enix. So if you're looking for tracks, it's actually a survival check.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I don't see
You
it.
can't
So
really
many
tell.
questions.
Snow's blown over too much.
Yeah.
Does it look like all the blood is his blood?
There's a lot of blood,
Great question.
which there would be if you ripped out the organ. Make an investigation check, or are you like looking at the blood on the floor and investigating it, or are you just?
Well, I'm
What do
just
you-
trying to can I look at the claws that before we like rip them all off and stuff to see if like it had
Well, I handed them all
any
to you,
wounds?
too.
Like if it has like skin under the fingernails type shit.
Make a nature check.
Okay.
You see one track of human footprints that are old.
Phoenix does.
Okay.
You also see some white dragon tracks. Don't know if it's this
Fuck
one,
me.
but you see white dragon tracks. It's kind of hard to tell.
Just a lot.
There's a lot of blood. Looking at the blood on the floor, it's
I don't see shit. Gotcha. All right.
There are
Varian's over it.
human tracks that go that
Oh,
way.
do I not get advantage on all this shit? Just
Oh yeah, you get advantage on that. It's true. You do. You do get
That's-
advantage on the nature
What
check.
are you looking for, Dustin? Huh? Speak to us.
fuck me. Not even better. Almost was 17.
I haven't been blessed.
But yeah,
with
Enix
this voice all my-
notices one set of humans.
And point 'em.
You know, it's possible that this was killed, eviscerated, displayed, and then someone looted it. So
That
It's
is
true.
It's true. It could have just been Rella speaks up. So maybe the Vane Dragon just got tired of competition, killed it, and somebody saw that and was like, "Make a quick buck."
yeah, that's what I'm going with.
a good.
It's probably the hag, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's probably really true. Does it look like hag tracks?
Hag tracks.
Not that you know of.
No cloak.
She was on a sled before. Do we see any sled things?
You do notice the tracks do have a slight drag over them, like maybe the figure was robed or had a cape.
Okay.
Maybe it was Superman.
Superman.
I see.
I tug on the cape then.
Okay. Well, are we heading towards the sea again, or are we going?
Yeah, make survival checks.
The news
With Rella here, it's going to be a little bit faster because she's traveled the surface
Jeez.
more than you guys have.
I'll take over the checks when we get to the train.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you're able to make it there. Walking through here, that does count as your favorite terrain. You guys gonna bed down for the night? It's starting to get dark.
Yeah.
Just roll 3 perception checks real quick. Count this as your sleep. No need to set everything up. Try to get to the shore before we have to end it. Dang.
Saw everything.
Enix and Varian, you hear activity far away,
Okay.
like near the shoreline. Just see some light, and you hear a few stuff. That's all.
Worse.
Okay, survival checks.
Is he light as in like what?
Like firelight.
Torchlight.
far towards the shore. You're only able to notice it because you were on top of a mountain,
It
or on top of a hill.
It wouldn't be like the boat because they just said they wouldn't come this way, right? So
They said we will give you this skiff. When you are done, you can come back to us.
Yeah.
that's right. Nice.
And then perception check from whoever's perceiving.
Phoenix will roll 1 if somebody else wants to roll. I don't see shit.
Or
I think
Enix
it's a
can roll with
1-1.
advantage.
Okay.
No.
There you go.
It's technically it's 2 survival checks, but Rella's doing the other survival checks. So
Okay.
yeah, Bruce Lee easily. So moving across. Hey, you get out of here.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with people who are familiar with the terrain, and once you get to the mountains, it's your favorite terrain, so you guys move through really fast. Enix notices off to the side, further down the shore, you see a boat.
Like down this way, or
So this
Where the
your
boat
boat. This is your boat.
It's our
It was.
boat.
It's actually technically like right there.
so
But you see one like down there. You see a boat in activity.
wait, sorry.
Can I tell
ping-
they're humans
Which one?
or
Definitely humanoids.
Further down. Further down. Okay, I see.
is it?
Do they look like they're unloading or loading?
Can't really tell too far away from.
What time is it? 10:51. Let's go find them. Come on.
Yeah, I say we go see what they're doing.
I'm down.
Stealthily.
Nope.
No, they should see us coming.
Back sneaking.
You know what? I enjoy stealth rounds, so I'm gonna say
Fine.
I'm casting
Stealth it.
as
Fine.
that dress. As that dress.
Do you want me to roll the stealth rolls for little Spike, or you
Oh yeah, sure. Just roll a d20.
Everybody roll
So-
stealth.
Anybody that's with me, roll stealth. On an advantage.
Phoenix, the 19
So
total.
So Spike is very stealthy.
Yeah, with the 20. Yeah.
I'm on top of him, so does that count as both of ours, or?
Sure. I'm just do it for being easy. But yeah.
Eldrin got a 16 total.
Thank God, it's a +10.
As you get closer, you notice there's you notice a mix of crew. First of all, humans, pale orcs, maybe an elf or two. You notice one elf is kind of standing off to the side, his arms folded, just looking at everything. He's kind of standing on the side that you're approaching. How close are you guys getting? They're probably like 300 feet. They were like 600 to 700 when you first saw them.
So now they're like 300.
Can we get to
Yeah.
within 100?
Is there places for us to hide within 100? Or
If you stay near here, yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm also going to stay as far back in the group as I can with
Probably
the-
best. He's pretty big, but if you're able to stay near the hills, you can kind of like weave him in and out to stay stealthy. You get within like 100 feet, and he's not looking at you. So that aids to you hiding. He's kind of just observing everything that's going on.
Does it look like they're loading or unloading now?
They're definitely bringing stuff from. You actually see people coming from the mountains or the hills and the mountains and bringing crates and boxes onto the ship.
Okay, so they're loading.
So I'm gonna do rope trick with my foot rope and just kind of put my interdimensional.
Spike cannot get in there, by the way.
No, I understand that.
I'm gonna sit
So,
up there with him.
Varian and Amir are gonna get into that, and I'll suggest if you guys want to go talk to them, it's fine. I'll be here stealthily, and I can help you.
How many people are we looking at? That's the first question.
Yep, that was my question.
Definitely, at least from what you can see right now, 20 people, not including the elf.
Okay, so 20-ish.
The people loading the cruise, they are basically armed. They have swords.
So, old daggers,
Basic armor.
swords.
Well, we'll go with Bruce Lee and Anubis and Amir and Varian. You stay back here. We will go. I'll go lawyer them up.
So I'm coming with you?
No, you stay with. In case
Okay,
we need
okay,
you, you
yeah.
come running out.
Well, dude, I can leap with this guy, so that's gonna happen.
We might take some time to teach him to do that, but
That's true, but he might already know. I'll just figure it out when he.
Bruce Lee, you cool with
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. We're gonna
Okay.
Make our way.
Are we going all the way to the boat?
Yeah. We'll head up.
Okay.
No, this the other way.
That's up here.
Bruce Lee starts
where's
walking the
that?
wrong way. It's
Oh, that-
basically it's basically like right there.
There's no boat there.
There
Oh,
is
that's
one.
That's what paying attention does, though, because he pinged it.
Oh, it's a big boat.
It's a big boat.
It is a big boat. It's bigger than the boat you guys came
You're
in.
gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, as you walk up, you get within 30 feet of the elf that you see he is. He turns around and he goes, looks at you a bit curiously. How may I help you?
I'm just coming to see, check it out, see what you're doing. We don't see many people in this land. I'm trying to look at what they're carrying, what they're loading.
Make a perception check. We are simply loading and unloading items. Well, mainly loading, to be honest.
What, I'm gonna, okay, perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eight.
Boxes. Great.
Can I roll?
Sure. Crates, definitely loading crates.
Any
Definitely crates.
writings on them?
Not that you see.
Well, what? Who are you doing business with?
We work with trade within. Let me check real quick. Pull up the map. Trade between the mixed colonies, Avantheran and Frelas. You see, Prince has a very good wood. That's what we come here to harvest and collect.
Oh. So I'm gonna look out to where our friends in the boat would be. Are they still out there?
They're make a perception check.
Kind of a distance.
I'll say with advantage because you know where you're looking.
17.
Yeah, you do see their ship hidden
Okay.
where they had it, so they're still there.
And who do you sell it to? Your wood.
Anybody who buys, people, buildings.
What?
This wood may be dead, but I guess the Summoner's War has left it strong and hardy.
Yes. Yeah, I hear it's you can get some good wood out here. So, do you have anything you're selling? Any items that you would like to part with before?
Unless you're buying bulk wood, I don't think so.
Is that all you have?
I didn't get your name. What is your name?
My name is Ildren. Oh, for some reason my name does not say.
It's funny you say that. My name is Geldrin.
Oh, well, I don't think I have a brother that's an elf.
Roll a history check.
It is your brother. Oh, beautiful.
A history check.
Twin brother.
Yeah.
I thought you looked familiar.
11.
My name is Geldrin. Good to meet you.
Why'd you have me roll a history check then, Geldrin?
The DM asked for it. I just do as he says.
So where?
Is it just you three traveling alone?
Well, for now, yes. We were hoping to meet some companions out here, but we haven't seen them for some reason.
I'm assuming Rella's with them, though, so we should be
Oh, that's
four.
true. You four. Rella's just standing in the back, arms crossed, not saying anything.
You haven't, seen anything around here or heard rumors of anything that may have...
It's been a safe travel. We heard of ships disappearing, but we haven't run into anything.
We've heard the same. We're just wondering if our friends have met that same fate.
There's a chance.
I heard rumors of dragons. Have you ever heard of that? I mean,
Dragons. In these parts? There's been dragons in these parts for years.
yes, well...
We laughs at my Lord of the Rings quote. Okay.
I heard.
I was
Kicked
muted.
out of the
Sorry.
game.
I was giggling. Thank you.
I doubt there are any dragons. Seems unlikely.
We heard rumors that there were, and we kind of, came out to see if there really were. Seen any. But we know that this land is blessed by Pelor, and that he watches over it.
Varian, your necklace starts to just get a little bit warmer.
But I don't know what that means.
That's the
Mhm.
lady, your little lady.
The mask you had, the necklace.
Right. Just gets warm. That's it.
Hmm?
Do I need to roll a perception check? Do I need?
Just starts to get warmer. Roll a religion check if you want to.
Yo, Varian is the shit at religion. Do this with advantage.
Just religion check.
That shit is. It's kind of shit.
Probably.
I pee myself? Is that what
yeah,
happened?
just a little bit.
Okay.
Is it telling me to go to the bathroom? I think so.
All right. Well,
Seems rather weird to be traveling with people. Quite dangerous.
I guess. I mean, we haven't, really encountered anything that would be too dangerous. I mean, you guys aren't dangerous,
Roll
right?
a deception check.
Now, this is where my acting comes in.
Yeah, you have advantage.
I'm just checking it out.
Is this where acting comes in? I thought he has to be pretending to be some.
I'll give him advantage because he's an actor. Why not?
22.
Kind of. Well, it's mighty lucky. I would recommend leaving the island. I doubt 4 people could fare well on here.
Oh, we have fared well, very, very well so far. We've been here for some time now. I mean, there's a lot of tales I can tell going back and some great sketches I made of this land. I mean, it doesn't look like our friends are here. Could we get passage on your ship, maybe?
That seems like a legality that I don't
But
deal with.
I am a lawyer, so
Feeding people.
I could negotiate something.
Is it still warm?
Still warm?
Getting warmer.
Phoenix is gonna walk up, be like,
Can I make a perception check?
Do that.
Sure.
Buy your necklace.
Fuck me, dude. I quit.
I am Dragonborn. Been able to protect this group this whole time.
You see him pull out a copper coin. Starts just fiddling with it. Yes, I did see that you were Dragonborn.
Did that coin tell you that?
Do you want to make a intelligence saving throw real quick, Ildren?
No.
Or sorry, intelligence check.
I'll just check. He's casting a spell. 11.
Well, I do wish you good luck, but we have some business to get back to. Your perception, don't notice anything weird around.
I'm very concerned about what feels like me peeing my pants, so I ask Amir to take a look at the relic as well.
If you're ever in one of the cities that I've listed that I stop by, I would be delighted to speak to you again. You seem like an interesting person.
You saying that to Ildren?
Yeah.
Of course I'm an interesting person. I could tell you all about Paylor.
I know enough about him already.
Well, I could tell you more. I bet you I know more than what you
I bid you farewell. I have business to manage.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know a fella named Gallon, would you?
Galen? The name that he just gave you?
No, Gallon, the guy who betrayed
Oh,
us and that we want to kill him.
Dude,
That, sorry,
we didn't even check on our friend that was dying, bro.
We really didn't. We actually just
he
left.
said he was fine.
Yeah, we asked. He said
Yeah,
he was
fuck.
doing really well.
He didn't even say goodbye, though.
I do not know of anybody with that name.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
You did inside check him about anything else, but this one.
21.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Does anybody? Oh, I can't really ask that.
Have you heard of the Crescent Swords?
They're a mercenary group. Sometimes they attack ships.
Yes.
That's all I know about them.
What I was afraid of. They maybe have attacked our ship. They're supposed to be meeting us.
Well, maybe it was these dragons that are here. He starts to back up a little bit. Well, it was nice meeting you.
I can't say it was the same.
Didn't he say there was no dragons?
He was being.
Well, he said it
It's
in a
like
joke.
humorous.
Oh.
And what's the name of your ship, friend?
Well, if you ever see the Spectral Stonebreaker, that's my ship.
That's a long title to have on the back of the
The
ship.
Spectral Stormbreaker?
Stonebreaker.
Or the
Stonebreaker.
Nazis.
Just ask for Geldrin.
Geldrin.
Shall they matter me?
Geldrin, easy to remember.
Gallon. All these weird people. Walk away.
I will wait until they leave.
He kind of just walks back and starts. They're still loading stuff on. People go in, come out.
You don't mind if we just hang out, do you?
We're probably gonna be doing this all day, and then we'll set up camp. Keep them.
Okay, where are you camping at?
We can camp in front of the ship.
Okay. Well, do you mind if we come back later and join you for your camp? We find our friends?
We're not hiring. Did I mention that?
Well, you would be well to
I guess
have us join you as companions. But I see. I get it.
if you wanted to come back, you may do what you want.
Oh.
But I don't think it would be best for you to linger too long.
Really?
You
And
go find your friends.
and that is because
They're gonna start assassinating you.
Look. I would just go back to your friends. And I would just go find your boat.
This conversation just got interesting.
Leave.
is that it seems like you are threatening me.
Just
Take
a
it as you
little bit.
want. I've been nothing but nice.
Yes.
But now I'm not asking. I'm demanding.
Didn't see your name on this island. I thought it wasn't named after you.
If you want to end up like that dragon, keep speaking.
Oh, so you know of the dragon then.
I know what was the dragon.
So now we are getting somewhere. You can play us for fools, but I recognize your boots, the tracks leading away from it.
I'll do better next time.
Yes, you must do better at covering up your tracks. Now I know you did not kill that on your own.
Sure. How many tracks did you see?
Just yours.
It would seem like I did.
It seemed like that maybe you had some help.
I think it's best if you leave.
Yeah.
Your group is getting quite lonely over there.
Yes. Oh. Like you know a
You
lot.
noticed us? Noticed us over there?
So that boat ride then is no?
It was never on the table.
Right.
But I will say this. You are quite confident walking up to a man that you know.
I have Paylor on my side. You see this? Pull out the
He holds out his hand. If one of you wants to offer your arm, I can provide you something.
I'll give you an arm. Phoenix will be like,
Yeah,
I've already given it once.
I need skin to work with. I can't work with scales.
I don't understand.
It may hurt a little bit, but trust me. It will come to fruition in the future.
Bruce Lee, just stick your hand out, bro.
And he just touched the stubby part? That's skin. That's not scales.
Well, he's a dragonborn, so he's all skills.
No, but it's pure flesh on his stub. It's not like the scales
It's
grew
like
back
rough.
and covered his stub.
It's rough dragonborn skin.
Come on, Bruce Lee. Take a risk. Take a chance on life. Alright, so
Do I hear
Yes.
any of this from the distance that I'm at?
Make a perception check.
I'm like 100 feet away, but
I'll make one
fucking-
too.
Anyway, you also have ranger ears.
I didn't know jack
Ocean's
shit.
too loud. You make bits and pieces of it.
do I hear the part where they notice us?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the rope trick. I'm gonna tell Anubis, let's go to the beach.
Wait, towards them or towards our boat?
What do you offer?
Yeah.
What
I
is
think
this?
we've,
That...
I offer. Just give me one of your fucking arms.
I'll hold out my hand.
What? Who owns that?
Children.
Kind of takes it and he turns it so your wrist is facing up. And he wraps his arm or his fingers around your wrist, and as he does, you do feel pain. Doesn't hurt too bad, but scars start to form all the way up your forearm, stopping right here. And right now, it looks like just a mess of lines that criss and cross each other, and then there's a circle.
Circle?
Yeah, just randomly.
What does it look like?
There's a circle that's over where two lines cross.
You have marked.
It hurts, and it's definitely a scar.
What have you marked me with? Do I recognize it?
Think of it as a code. Decode it, and you may find me again sooner than you think.
As I start walking up to him, does my thing get warmer?
It stays the same warmth.
Okay.
So do I feel any different when he did that?
And it hurts a little bit, but not too much.
I'm still lingering a little.
Well, I
further.
am fascinated by the fact that you were able to kill a dragon on your own.
Yes. That would mean you don't want to toy with me.
We have toyed with many things that
Insight
we
check.
probably shouldn't have
Now that
toyed
I'm
with.
up here.
What are you insight checking?
If he killed the dragon on his own,
Hey,
since
roll
nobody
insight
else
check.
wants to call him out on his bullshit.
You get the sense that he's telling pretty much the truth.
Jeez. This guy's looking beefy.
You also get from that insight check, he's speaking with confidence. He's
Very
Confidence?
confident.
deterred.
Yeah.
He's not deterred from you guys.
Well, now you have me very intrigued. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Yes. What was your guys' names? Do you go by a group name?
The Hobbingers.
The Pippi Longstocking.
Harbingers.
Sure,
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sure you've heard of us. We're wanted in... We're wanted in many lands. You know,
Just giving up information for free, huh?
all over the place. We are a very dangerous group. Get us all together, you know, almost impossible to take down. We're like Voltron. You get us together, we turn into a big monster.
We turn into a regular dude if you pile us up. Well, I go back to your ship. And guy just turns around and walks away.
All right, we'll head back. Whoops.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to wait for a second trip. He's not gonna fit. So.
I don't think he's gonna fit. Period, bud.
Swim?
Yeah, can we swim?
Well, how you gonna lift him up? Period. Like
Climb it.
he probably weighs like fucking
Then we'll
ton.
push it. We can all push it into the water.
No, I mean like so. Even if you get him to the ship, right? We all climb up the ladder. Like how is he getting
We can hoist
on
him
the
up.
ship?
You
Put
do
the
remember the
ropes
ship
down.
does have rigging to bring up side ships.
Doesn't it have like the harpoony stuff too?
You want to
Does
harpoon
It also
your animal?
it has rigging to hold side boats. It's a smaller boat, but it It's a cargo. It's made for cargo transport.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy, but it wouldn't be impossible. He does not seem to like the water, though.
Okay, I'm gonna try to calm him down. I'll keep messing with his bone. Play fetch.
As you guys walk back to your boat, or to your small skip, that's where we'll end it.
All right.
Nice.
As I move away from the person, is it still warm?
Get about 300, 400 feet away, it fades.
Hmm.
Wowzer. High-powered enemy detector.
You are an interesting group, to say the least. Rella speaks.
I asked Rella what she made of the man, if she believed him.
Well, if he did kill the dragon, then he's not to be trifled with. I have a feeling he didn't, though. I think he helped kill it, but I think the other dragon helped him.
Yeah.
Or at least was involved some way.
You think if I shot him with an arrow, he'd turn into a dragon?
I think if you shot him with an arrow, he'd probably kill you.
Just saying,
But
like,
it would be
turn into
quite
a dragon.
interesting to watch.
Dude, he's like a werewolf that's a dragon.
Well,
We'd go back at night and try to kill him.
I don't know. I mean,
That's
he had something to do with killing that dragon. Oh, for
Yeah,
this
but
kids.
I mean,
I think we'll meet him later. This code we gotta decipher.
We will meet him later.
can I look at the code?
I'll show him my arm.
Yeah.
So you see there's a big line that runs all, and then there's just a string of random lines that cross, and one circle that circles a part where the lines cross.
So it's just two
That
lines
look
that
like
goes
a-
across the circle.
They look like a mat.
Well, so there's one big scar right here,
Uh-huh.
and then a bunch of just random lines, and then there's a circle that circles where two of those random lines intersect.
Do I like? Does any of it ring a bell with me?
You can roll a history check.
All right. Sweet baby Jesus. Thank you.
I don't know.
Oh my god, dude. I haven't picked up a book in my entire life.
As you're doing that, you're like, maybe it was something to do with this necklace. You lift up the necklace, you poke yourself in the eye, you're like, ah, fuck! The beak.
Can I do a history by looking at it?
Yeah, it's on your arm, sure.
Didn't know if that was what.
You can roll a religion check, whatever check you want to make.
Yeah, I'll do religion. I should.
I'm just,
7.
I think he might be like me.
I'm an idiot.
Wait, what do you mean might be like you?
I think he might be like a Gloomstalker.
Hmm. Maybe.
oh, eyebrows.
Because, I mean, it makes sense if I'm like near other Gloomstalk. It would look like that. Can I say I made a perception check to see if he had one like mine?
Sure, make a perception check just to look at him while you were leaving. Look over him. He's wearing nice robes. They don't look damaged.
So the robes are not scale mail or anything?
Hold on, what's this thing? I have to look at this real quick. You might have just done something completely different. Hold on.
Waiting for the smile.
What's your total?
25.
25?
25.
So he looked like an elf, but with that perception check, he was not an elf. You see through an illusion. Below the illusion, you see a gaunt, decaying face with his arms and hands to match. Wearing the same clothes. It was clearly an illusion, though. You've done this spell before. It's disguise self.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I say we fuck him up, dude.
Very powerful.
But I don't think he's that powerful. Like, we're gonna get some good shit if we fuck his ass up.
If you're fighting him, I'm not helping.
You're not really part of our group, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. I just was stating the obvious. But if you do die, I'm taking the skiff. If you don't die, I won't take the skiff.
We die, I'm having Spike eat the skiff.
I don't want to fight him.
You don't want to fight him?
No.
You walked up to a fucking dragon in the Underdark, and you're scared of this
I
guy?
gave him a bear hug. This guy seems now.
You're cutting it out.
All right, well, let's end it there. We'll figure out what we'll do next week. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining in, participating in the chat. We will replay this again. So if you missed any portion of it, it will be replayed. We do have some merch, Drunkards and Dragons hats in the merch store. Some Drunkards and Dragons t-shirts available. And also a Squip shirt available. Hopefully we'll have some other character merch available as well.
I've had to pee for the last 2 hours. Let's get this done.
But thanks everybody for stopping by. We will be on again live on Sunday at the same time, 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time with our Misstrem campaign. And if you're ever watching and want to know about the characters, just hit exclamation point in the character's name, and that'll give you a little info on each character and their race, their class, alignment, stuff like that. But everybody have a great night. We'll catch you next time.